Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was listening to some bullshit on Twitter. Alright, we're gonna go back right the fuck back to my wife. To be. Also known as To Busty. Also known as Mommy. So, sorry, let me open up my. There we go. Live on at least a couple things. I'm gonna go ahead and open up my chat. We's the Weem. Let's see. Okay, just gonna go ahead. Give me 1 minute, guys. I gotta take a phone call. Okay, back to restream. Sorry about that, guys. I had a fucking scam caller. Scam callers, man. I fucking love them. Have you guys had those? Which, by the way, there's a really fun thing you could do where you could just Google the number that's calling you, and if it gets a hit on a robocaller website, just outright block them. Stuff like your financial information, like let's say you are paying off a vehicle because it's on a fucking loan. That information gets sold for like pennies on the dollar. Hang on, let me actually open this up a little bit. There we go. That information gets sold for pennies on the dollar, and then you end up getting like 20 spam calls a day from supposed people in collections. So one of the funny things you could do when they pretend to be your bank, because your bank has a very specific line for that type of shit that is Googleable on their website. You can just go, but I've already paid off my car. Well, it has not been paid off. That's the one I got today. It hasn't been paid off. And I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Paid it off yesterday. Or I paid it off a week ago. You must have the wrong information. And boy, let me tell you, that gets these motherfuckers heated. Because you're calling, they say one more thing, you're like, man, I think you're lying to me. And they start saying some real fucked up shit. I will charge you legal issue. I'm like, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Gay boy. Actually, let me do this. Plug-in chips set. Customize support. Oh. Oh, so I'm already maxed out. Alright, I can do 8, 16. Give me a 4. Sorry, this should be pretty good. Let's go evade range. Okay. So now I did all my shit for evading. Defeated enemies. No, don't need that. Let's go defense. Okay. Let's check the new movement speed. There we go. I think that's better. Oh, I didn't equip it. Oh, silly me. Plug-in chips. Equipped. Now we'll test it. She's a bit faster. Ooh. She's a bit faster, but nothing crazy. Let's talk to this guy. Alright. This is the last one, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to go that way. Fucking hate this mission. Alright, let's do it right.
3, 2,
1, go.
go.
Yeah, you definitely needed that fucking movement speed. Damn it. What the fuck? Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna Google it. What's this quest called? Active Speed Star. How do I get this? Oh. Oh, that's cheap. There's two things I could do. I'm gonna test it out the old school way. Hang on. Let's go. Let's see if the bug works. How's the glitch supposed to work? There's a glitch, it says. There's a chance you can just alt-tab when the screen goes dark. Oh, I didn't do it. Okay. Sorry, I don't have chat open, so if anyone's talking, I apologize.
3, 2, 1, go.
How the fuck do I get up there? I could. So when the screen goes dark, so yeah, I'm gonna lose. That one's worse than last time. How the fuck do I get up here? Like faster? Is there a route? I don't know actually. Hold on, let me go back to chat. I don't know if there is a route. How do I get up there? Because I won't be able to do it. Maybe left side?
3, 2, 1, go.
Slightly better, slightly better. That's not gonna work. Damn it. Yeah, he's gonna win again. Oh, that was closer though. Hold on, what if I... Oh, I got it. I have to do this before I continue with the main story, like the flooded map area, which will be after the forest, but still. If I do... Okay. I know which route I'm taking. Route to the left. Yeah, okay. I can't float, I have to land. Oh, don't tell me he's gonna beat me again. That's like 20% extra movement speed. Bullshit. Okay. That was closer. Okay. I just need another boost. Yeah, if anyone knows how to fucking beat this shit.
3, 2, 1, go.
Do I have items? Enhancement? I hate doing this, but okay. Let's go. Notification.
first just dash, fall, dash, fall, dash, and just keep dashing the entire way.
So,
Make sure you get that.
okay. Let's see what stack says.
On the spot, so music, that's cool. But yeah,
All right, let's see what he
except
says.
for they have like 3 PhDs from Stanford, and then they just want to teach guitar to children. And I'm just like, damn, that's so like I just find that like so
Literally,
crazy.
yeah.
My cousin
Yeah,
did
let's
that.
see
She
if,
did. She literally got her PhD in mathematics and computer
Dash,
science
fall,
out of Stanford,
dash.
and she just teaches elementary school. And I'm like,
Dash,
that is
fall,
so
dash.
crazy to me.
Right. I do music. I have a show tonight. Actually, I got a permanent spot. I'm a jazz singer.
Oh heck yeah.
Yeah. So while I'm in school, I realized my strong point is music and computer science. So I'm just gonna stick with that, and then once I've mastered that, then I'll move on to something else.
Nice. What's up, Luffy?
Dang. Oh my god, it worked.
Hello.
Hi, Bergamy.
But yeah, I'll sing you guys some music.
You hear me, Chip?
Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, and unfortunately too, I gotta run. I have a meeting in 2 minutes, but
With your 4-hour food.
for real.
W.
Oh my god, I keep doing. No, my building, not like my concierge. They literally always are like, hey, you know your DoorDash order's been sitting here for 4 hours, and I'll like order food, and then I'll stop getting. When I order it, I'm starving, and then for some reason I'll keep working for like 30 more minutes as like the orders come in, and I'm not hungry anymore. So then, so they get pissed off at me. They just get so like. At least they're cool.
Let
They're
me
cool
in.
now, but like in the beginning, they just thought it was so weird. And then I explained it to them. I'm like, look, I'm like in meetings or something, and then like, and they're like, oh, that's fine. Like we don't mind. We have all the space for it. But they were just like, we just, didn't know if like if there's some weird thing going on. But this happens all the time. But whatever. All right, I gotta go. Bye.
I wish you the best of
Bye.
luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
Have a good day.
Hey.
Nice meeting you.
The favorite Hinju in the house.
Oh no.
Test.
Oh, there we go. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, nice.
You can hear
Yeah,
me?
no, Latham? Is that
Yes.
It's actually really endearing to hear you speak on so much. In Colorado, oh man, Colorado's a very hard place to date, socialize,
Yeah.
and then on top of that, the Venezuelan gangs in certain areas is pretty bad.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that. What?
I
How
actually
does the local
terror
population
attack,
handle it?
If you guys wanna, I'll post it.
Yes.
to you
Yes.
guys. I was on the Worldwide News actually recently. I was on CBS, and it was for the terror attack that happened in my town, and it was actually right down the street from me, and I witnessed some really bad stuff. But I've been going to therapy, so that helped. But everybody's needed therapy from it. So there's an inspirational dog. Long story short, I got in the news because I was taking care of an inspirational dog, and they were like, turn around, you're on camera.
Oh,
And I went there
Jesus.
to go see the dog, and I was like, oh, shit. It was a guy I was seeing at the time, and he owned the store, and I was bringing him lunch and bringing the dog some snacks, and then he gives me a hug and a kiss, and then he says, turn around, you're on camera. So yeah, I made the news. So I'll send it to you guys, but the dog's name is Hammy, and he really brought a lot of light after that incident that happened, or not accident. That guy was like intentional. Apparently, it was planning it for 2 years. If you have not looked it up, it was a Boulder terror attack. It just
Boulder
happened,
terror attack? Hang on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see, because I guarantee it's fucking.
And he was speaking another language, and he just started throwing. Oh God, I don't even want to like rehash that, but like I still see it. Like I'll walk outside and like see if see like see it all over again. It's like PTSD or some shit. But yeah, he threw like Molotov cocktails.
Oh, the fucking Molotov guy. Yeah, dude, I saw this shit.
And he let my neighbor on fire, and that was hard for me.
Yeah, that's
Like that was hard because even some of those people in the video, I recognized that were customers, people that like my neighbors. It's like
that's fucked up.
yeah, and all happened so fast, like it just didn't feel real. So what I did was my friend's house, prayed, and we spent the night together. And she said, whatever you're feeling right now, even if you're seeing shit, she was like, just let it happen, don't fight it. It's gonna make you feel crazier if you do. And I was like, I trust
That should
her
be everything we
because
need to
she
repair
is
the machine.
getting help for her like schizophrenia, which is a good thing. And she like actually is getting a lot better, which is great. And she was like, girl, I know I have mental whatever thing going on. You just gotta let the crazy happen. And I was like, oh God, But it just was a tough time for all of us, and we've been really trying to stay motivated, trying to stay happy despite what's happened. So that article, I can't wait to send it to you guys because it's just inspirational, And it really like Hammy's a great dog, and he even like petting Hammy after everything that happened, I felt healed. Like that dog heals people. I don't know. He just like walks up to random people, which is kind of bad because you could probably kidnap him. And I was like, Hammy needs to like not go with random strangers, but he does because he's so healing and so like, I love dogs.
Dogs are really truly a reflection of their owner. So really, it just shows the care and love that you give to other people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, his owner is really. The only thing that didn't work out with us is because he's polyamorous. But no, his owner is a really good guy.
No, what the? He fumbled a baddie.
Yeah.
Well, you know how it works, in every poly
Like,
couple,
are you
there's.
still gonna bring me food? I'm like, no.
Jesus.
No. Oh my.
I think he still thinks we're together, and I'm like, oh God.
He's delusional.
People, they think you're still together.
Delusional. What loser? What the fuck? Oh my.
No, and like, I get it. He's like probably.
How are you polyamorous, but you think you're such a Chad in Colorado that you think you're gonna get more bitches? No, shut up. Shut up.
Just wait.
Girls be falling all over him because he's rich and he owns a fucking boutique.
You said he's rich?
Oh,
Is he looking for a man in his life?
He's Middle Eastern too.
Oh no.
But he's not
Okay,
even okay.
so-
I can be his habibi.
So
Wait,
my
hold on.
life is already on the big screen. So when I send you guys, he's a habibi or whatever. But when I send you guys the link, you'll see what he looks like. You'll see me there, like.
So he's polyamorous by religion, not by choice.
Huh?
He's polyamorous because he says he told me exactly why. He said, I like to share the love. I just feel like I have
That's
so
not
much
sharing the love, that's sharing the
He's
STDs.
like, I like to share the
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm weak.
And
He's
not
talking
to
to him, I
like,
like to share the love. Trying to like make it sound really big. But it's not. Yeah, I don't like that because I definitely ran from that because I did have someone that cheated on me and they ended up catching syphilis and I was like, this is why we don't cheat. I was like, damn, I didn't even try to fuck up his car. I was like, when I found that out, I was like, damn, dude, karma did you worse than what I could ever do. So
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day,
What a strange machine.
I don't get it. Like, why do you feel the need to have multiple lovers? And this is towards women's too. I don't discriminate. And my overall problem is Colorado doesn't allow that much polyamory. Like, you're retarded if you think so. And
What do you want, little girl?
my heart goes out to you because I remember being in college and this like really cummy mid-white guy wanted to be polyamorous. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. To hear a floral guy, I'm like, dude, you do a faggy job. Like, what the fuck? Like, just because you have some money and you do a fag job doesn't mean like you have the riz to maintain these women. Like you're just buying out these women. You don't even love these women.
Right. People start making 78K a year in Colorado and think that they made it, like, and then they think that they can treat people like the Playboy house dude, whatever his name is. I'm like, dude, you are not that rich. Like,
I would rather deal with a player that wants to settle down than a fucking omega male fucking like polyamorous person.
I'm with a player that's settling down. He's just tired. He's just not doing it anymore. But the thing is, I'd say I used to be like a player because I was lonely at the time. But I never cheated, though. That's the thing. I was a single player. And I respected him because he was a player while single. Like, you know, people were fawning over him, go on a couple dates, hook up, stuff like that. Never, like, telling them, hey, let's be together, and then deceiving them. That takes effort. So I never understood cheating because I'm like, you could be whatever the fuck you want when you're single, right? You could be a hoe if someone calls you a hoe and you're single, fuck them. Like, you're single.
Oh
You
no,
hook
no,
up,
they're
test
right.
people
You're a
out,
hoe
right?
because you're
Right.
you're trying out the buffet, but are you settling on the meal? No.
Exactly, and
That-
it's like I
you're
respect
called a
people
hoe
like that
over
more
it.
that are just straight up with me
Yeah.
instead of trying to put me in a situationship. You know what I mean?
I think we all get into a situationship, but we call that mature love, and it's like at that point, are you married or are you just together just to be together for the sake of loneliness?
Yeah, and you know, okay, so I recently found this out, and I was telling my brother about it. He was like, "Why do like my friends just come and go a lot?" And I was like, "You're not the only one that feels that way. It's because not just in relationships, in friendships, people will be your friend just because they're lonely too."
Yeah, that's
And
pretty
that
accurate.
was all the basis of the friendship.
Even
When I realized that, it filled my childhood wounds so much.
but you know, friends are a different story. You know, you can say hi, bye, and then like get the fuck out. With relationships, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Well,
And
just
this
don't sleep
is-
with your friends.
Yeah, don't do
I
that.
mean,
Don't do that.
I mean,
I gotta-
friends with benefits were a huge thing in the 2000s. So I mean,
They're a huge thing now. I went
Yeah.
through, I don't know how many deployments I went through where I had a couple, you know, we had females on the boat, and it was like, oh, you know,
bird
we're just,
bunnies.
oh, no, we're on a boat, so it's much dirtier, much nastier. Because think about this. My last deployment was 10 months, no stops, right? And I was really good friends with this one blonde girl with some delicious nipple piercings. And nipple piercings, when they're, you know, when you're wearing the same shirt for like 12 hours,
Oh?
kind of tastes like, you know, tastes like a dirty penny. And dirty pennies mean money. And I'm all about the money, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait, that. Oh god, I just. Baby barf. That's. Bro. Pennies? I'm glad I never got those pierced. I mean.
Oh, no. Dude, they
No,
get caught
listen,
on
I'm not
everything.
a pain slut, but I've seen some ugly piercings on a woman. They're like, why would you fuck up your natural body?
Yeah,
Why?
I had a first time I went to Australia. Leading up to the Australia trip, we were doing an operation with their country, and you know, it was all fun and games for us. And I was hanging out with one of my buddies who he had never, I swear to God, had never seen a naked woman in his fucking life outside of a porno. You know, it wasn't like he was ugly and unfuckable. It's just Idaho. There's not a lot of pickings when you're in the church a lot. You know.
Oh.
Yeah. So. We passed by like 3-4 strip
Listen,
clubs.
Idaho's just Colorado, just more religious and less snow.
Not many hoes in Idaho.
I love that you're shitting on this place so much.
Hey, you know what they say about the
There's
girls
a
in
lot of
Idaho?
things I've been
Oh
trying
no,
to say.
I love Colorado, especially
No, I literally
Keystone.
feel the same way, dude. Like, I'm just glad somebody fucking has sense and says that. They're like, oh, it's so beautiful. It's so great here. I'm like, no, it's racist.
Yeah, I told my significant other, like his coworkers, like, oh, Colorado's not that bad with the Venezuelans. I'm like, that motherfucker's lying. He's
Look.
a liberal. He's fucking lying.
Bro, they just freaking took over a whole apartment.
Dude, I was telling my chick, I'm like,
Oh yeah, he
And
had the nerve to,
eradicated everyone in there.
he
Like,
he had the nerve to say, oh, that's just fake news. I was like, bitch,
no,
motherfucker.
it's not.
Dude, there's a reason. I mean,
Lying.
I'm not in fucking Colorado. I'm in a state where they try that shit, they're gonna get fucking ground up, you know. So it's like, but again, I'm brown as fuck, so whatever. But I told my chick, I'm like,
Brown on brown crime.
We're all brown. I love that.
yeah, no, yeah, but here's the thing, I'm brown, but I look like a different type of brown. Like
Are you the pinto bean?
no, I'm Cuban. I'm the cigar brown. But I look when I have my beard. TSA stops me and they're like, "Hey, Muhammad, can you go step over to the side there?" So I have to roll up my sleeves. I'm like, "Dog, I got tattoos. That shit's not halal. That's haram." And they're like, "How do you know those words?" I'm like,
The internet, you retard. of
not
culture.
even. I go, "Oh my God, Abdul, they found us. Muhammad Jihad Allah Abad." Oh, I did that shit to I got a packy buddy in the gym, and motherfucker looks like he's my cousin.
What the hell? You're funny.
Yeah, I'm like,
I read you, operator. Go ahead.
yeah, I'm.
The transporter we installed.
Hold on, let me lower my fucking game volume because I'm playing Nier Automata right now, looking at my waifu.
Okay. Oh,
Tell
we got
everyone
some
I'm
good
Cigar Brown.
Yeah, you never heard of Cigar Brown?
is
Because I
fucking-
am actually. That's a great description.
Wait, what type of brown are you?
Bag brown, cigar brown. Yeah.
What type of brown are you?
Oh, I'm a fucking coconut, man. I'm a
That's that Moana.
sea
That's that Moana.
Oh, you're
brown.
Filipino?
Moana.
No, I'm from Guam.
Dude, that's not a sea
Oh, you're
beaner.
from Guam.
That is a sea beaner,
Everyone
man. We
thinks I'm from
party.
Thailand.
Yeah, how's your Spanish?
I don't speak Taco Bell.
Exactly, you're not a fucking boy. I go to the Philippines.
No.
I walk in. I'm like, oh, ¿cómo está
no,
mija? And they're like,
Wait, hold
¿Cómo
on,
está
hold on.
Bactu?
No, the reason why it's sea beaner on Guam is because one, the language is mixed with like Portuguese and Spanish. It's like the
Oh.
weirdest thing.
well, that's more
And
sea
then-
Brazilian.
And then it's even worse when it's like the mentality is so like ghetto cultured that they just party, do drugs, and drift on the island. And then we're known for like the biggest like Kmart that still exists and spam. Like for some reason, spam is like the biggest thing.
But have you had a good spam like bowl?
Yeah.
Fucking love spam.
Like
God,
I never
alright.
understood like the freaking like what is it, the suburban way of cooking spam. They just think you eat it right out of the can. No, you have to cook that shit. Like what? You don't just eat the spam out of the can like that. No, you gotta like fry it and make like fried rice with it.
Yeah, or you can do what the Japanese Hawaiians do and make like a nice fucking roll with it. Oh, shit, bro! You think your people love spam? I think they got the biggest spam market in Hawaii. My boy was telling me. 'Cause
No,
he was,
we actually beat Hawaii.
nah.
That's what's crazy.
I will say the only time I went to Guam is the week we spent there on we were there for a port call mid deployment, and that's when I had to drag my buddy to the hospital because he let a stripper put a beer bottle up his ass and fucking do a butt chug.
Oh.
Have you heard of a butt chug?
Yes,
Wait,
but
nigga,
but
what?
on Guam of all the I swear that's a party. Guam is a party island. There's no
Suspect,
way.
you hear me? Hello?
Yeah,
Yo,
I hear
yeah?
you.
Go ahead.
We hear you.
What the
You never done a butt chug, bro?
Oh, what, my nigga?
Okay.
I was with you when you heard I heard Nier Automata. I'm like, all right, I don't know. What we
I mean, I'm fucking streaming that shit. So, but listen, a butt chug, right?
W. I don't know about that one.
Listen, a butt chug is really simple. Okay, you
Hey man,
you
he's
take
my,
your alcohol.
He's my weeaboo. You can't be like.
Yeah, I'm like, I heard Nier Automata.
So
I'm like,
you
all right, nigga, W.
Dude, last time I played Nier was in Japan when I had a PS fucking 4, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna re-download it for my PC. Now that I got a
WPC.
yeah, I don't have any mods in it, but
This dude that's on here, he think I don't play video games. Yo, he called me out, bro. Some black dude, some JRPG dude. He called me out. Yo, y'all need to. He think I don't play video games. He think because I'm shitting on the Steam. I mean, not Steam Deck, the Switch 2. That I don't play video games.
dude, the Switch
I'm like,
2 is
bro,
shit.
I'm like, I play video games. I play on my Steam Deck sometimes, and I can't connect to the internet. And you, look at your hours. I'm like, because I'm not on the internet 24/7 on my Steam Deck. I play my
I have a
PC.
job, bro.
I
Like,
have
What
a
the
job.
fuck's a
like, I'm not
job?
always near my internet.
what a joke.
Damage.
But like, no, it's all fun though. He think like, well, he's cool though. He's cool. He's cool.
Uh-huh.
A little bit too, like, you think, the whites and Jews are always doing something wrong. Okay.
They say whites
But-
and
He's
Jews.
one of those.
But
One
hold
of those
on,
Michael
I want to
Myers.
hear Latham's response to what type of brown are you, because I loved how she
Oh.
made
Oh,
that
that's
clear.
true.
You're the Moana brown, right?
Latham, no.
Oh, you wanted to know what type of brown I am?
Yes.
Yeah, because he said Cuban brown, I said coconut.
Yeah, I said
Or maybe
cigar
that's
brown.
cigar
She's
brown.
Caramel.
brown.
I'm caramel brown, so like I get
Aw.
really light. In,
Yeah.
in the
Adorable,
winter,
I
and then
love
I
it.
call it my summer skin, and then it's like chestnut a little bit.
Yeah. Then you hit the sun and you're like, damn.
Yeah, I fluctuate. But yeah, I say a caramel for sure. I'm the exact color of caramel. I fluctuate like
This is
from
your
light
unit
caramel
2B.
to like dark
Connect me to
caramel.
bunker operator
Hey, man,
safe
That's
zone.
the description.
I go from how you doing, officer? What seems to be the problem to hola, señor, ¿qué tú quieres? Te voy a decir. ¿Por qué tú estás aquí? Yo tengo mis papeles, señor.
I speak Spanish too. I speak like Mexican Spanish.
Oh, so you speak the wrong kind of Spanish.
Excuse me,
Because
Mr.
I
Horsehead,
have
can you
to
teach
work-
me 5 years of Spanish that I failed to make my biodad at least somewhat
Girl.
happier?
All you gotta
Wait,
learn
you know your
is, like,
biological
como se
father?
dice. Girl, that will ride you the whole way. Literally, say como se
Maybe.
dice. It means how do you say, and just start pointing.
I
at shit.
have, but then
And
they look
will,
at me like I'm a
it
race
helps so
trader
much.
when I'm like horchata, elotes, como está?
Okay,
like, I
okay.
say
Yeah,
it's
no,
so
no, no, no. Just say como
kawaii.
se dice. Ask them how to say it. And they'll tell you in their language how they say it, and then that way you understand their dialect. Because the most important thing in learning Spanish is dialect. You learn Spanish.
I can't.
You can learn
There's so,
Spanish,
but I learned so
Spanish.
much Asian and so much
Yeah.
like, and then like I grew up in a suburban area that like I just say it like a cute Japanese girl. I tried. I know it sucks,
bad.
but
Look.
but
If
no,
you're
yes, I
attractive, you
still
could say
know
whatever
my-
fucked up thing you want, and people just kind of forgive you for that. Like, oh my god, that's so cute.
But no, scatter. Yes, I do know my biological father.
Must be fucking nice.
No, it's not. You know what I told him? Like, out of 5 fucking kids, you still fucking failed moron because one of them is dead. The younger, or the only son, freaking is a wigger. I'm a race trader because I like the white men. And then one is a mud shark because she likes a black guy.
W.
And-
You in your
Oh, sure.
20s too?
Dude, I haven't heard
I
mud
was
shark
like
come
that-
out of
that's
brown
our
person's
generation.
brown
And then
person's
the
mouth
first
in
one,
years.
The original one doesn't even want to see your bitch ass. So something
Hey,
fucked
forgive
up.
me.
Out of 5 kids, you
I
fucked
mean,
up
You
somewhere.
gotta be in your 20s too if you said that, because I was like, only people my age talk like that.
Oh no, I'm like 31.
or millennial. Yeah, yup.
Fire.
Yup. But you're a late millennial though. You're like on the cusp end of Gen Z and millennial. Actually.
Oh, I'm like right. I'm dead smack in the middle, just like
Yep,
my birthday.
yep. So I was like, she's either a late millennial or Gen Z. Just like
I mean, at the
I mean,
end of the day, what
that
do you
word
call a
since,
white
like,
guy that's
fucking
trying to be
middle
a hard guy, or trying to be a black guy? It's so
Oh,
stupid.
I like to call him prison bitch.
Prison-
Yeah, man. I used to. You never heard about that? See, I remember I had a fucking guy, and it's I'm not an intimidating dude. I'm short, short king status over here. I'm just covered in tattoos, and when I have my full beard, I guess girls with daddy issues want to sit on my face, some weird shit, So no, I had this one of my cousins had a buddy, and he thought he was some hard shit, so he's like, oh man, yeah, and mind you, he's a white Colombian kid whose grandfather's name was probably fucking Hansel or some shit. You could tell that you could tell what party the grandfather was a part of back in the 40s type shit. And white kid, fucking brown, blonde hair, greenish bluish eyes, real fucking pretty type. Soft features, doesn't go to the gym on the regular, so he's just skinny. And he was like, oh man, yeah, if someone stepped to me, I'll pull out the fucking 9 on him. And so I thought it'd be funny, and I pulled out my piece and I pointed it to him. I'm like this? You blast him? You pop a cap in his ass? He's like, man, it's not funny. I go, I think it's funny. Don't you think it's funny? And I go, listen, dude, you pop a cap on a guy because you got into an argument. I'm gonna tell you right now, every brother in the fucking hood is gonna be using your cute little asshole like a sex toy. He goes, you don't know that. I go, I've ran on fucking prisoners that look just like you, and they get used pretty well. When you scare them with prison rape, they tend to change their perspective on life.
You know, that reminds me of the movie Get Hard with Will Ferrell and
Oh.
Kevin Hart. When,
Gator,
when
don't play
Will
that
Fer-
shit.
when Kevin Hart was trying to teach him how he's gonna have to suck dick or be hard with his own race. And I was like, oh no, he's got hard real quick as soon as the dick was in his face.
Yo, it's 100. I see 100 degrees on my phone. Like, is this real? It's 100 degrees,
Oh,
bro.
man.
It's scary.
I think we're
Man,
now
I'm sorry. I'm
entering
sorry that my
Satan's
mixtape made it to your
pod.
phone.
This
Yeah.
is global warming.
No, stop. Global warming does not
Negro.
exist.
This is Negro warming. This is Negro warming. Yep, too many. Where's Margaret Sanger?
Oh man. You know,
Margaret Sanger.
Luffy, you're kind of like squid ramen.
I like, wait.
Slides
ew,
down
wait,
your
what?
throat real nice.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Squid
as much
ramen?
It's
as
expensive.
much anime you like. No, as much anime you like, you might as well be squid ramen. I'm actually gonna buy some, actually.
Give me some. I want beef ramen. No pork, no squid, nothing. I'm too black for that. Ew. Nah, when I went to
Bullshit,
the
bro.
ramen
Bullshit.
shop,
Because
I'm
if I gave
like,
your
I'm
black
like,
ass
sir,
some
I was like,
fucking pork ribs, they were fucking smoked
No.
for 9 hours
Black
straight.
ass?
Nah.
Wait, hold up. That's a black man.
Not at all. Not at all. I eat beef, man.
Nah, man. Beef ribs got too much fat.
But I don't like pork. That shit.
I mean, I get it, but when you do it right, pork is just heavenly.
Yeah, but you gotta make sure you do it right after all the fuck ups. Like,
Are you bad at cooking or something?
I'm sure Leia,
Is that why you're single?
Leia may have witnessed that pork chops are not an easy thing to cook.
No. If you're like, so I have this really cool device called a meter. It's a Bluetooth capable, like it's Bluetooth connected to my phone. It tells me the internal temperatures of all the meat that I'm cooking, right? So I'll put them in a fucking smoker for fucking 10 hours, making a goddamn brisket or some shit, and it just tells me exactly where. And I'll put like 2 or 3 of them in there just so I can get different temps, move it around as needed. And I mean, that shit's too accurate. But when I'm doing shit like pork chops, then each of them get their own little pork chop, or each of them get their own little meter, because I want to make sure it's at the proper like cook through temp, but not the dried the fuck out temp.
Yeah, it's gotta be like wet, like some wings. It can't be no dry wings.
I was thinking about something else that's wet. My lips.
Listen, my
'Cause they
wet
so
ass
big.
pasta.
Yo. Yeah? You got that wet
That's
pasta,
like-
girl?
I mean, shit, it's like the easiest thing to cook, just to like make sure your man loves you, you know? Because it might be a southern thing, but a way through a man's stomach a way through a man is his stomach. So.
Yeah, and the easiest way to get to the stomach is through the booty hole. Everyone knows that.
By the way, Latham, I just want to warn you: if Nuclear comes in here, do not take offense. He's just on his new Quisha arc right now. Very new Quisha, very zesty.
Me no black poppy. Me no black poppy.
Oh, he thinks he's Dominican?
No, he's just Dominican. No, he's very Dominican.
Oh, dude.
Nah,
Oh,
Goku's
buddy.
my nigga, dog. That's my nigga.
Yeah.
Oh. Yo.
Between him and Pearl, yeah.
Yeah, it's the best stereotype because it's true. It's like, how do you know you got a Puerto Rican at the beach? You'll hear him from 2 miles out. But they're fucking, let me see if I can
Nah,
fucking
sure.
blast this shit.
Not the chirp.
Nah, they be blasting their music. Church. Nah, church is the black. Church. That's how you know, like.
You talking about the ceiling cricket?
The
Yeah,
ceiling
cricket. But
cricket. That's
Yeah.
a
But
new
truth be
one.
told,
I've
You've
heard
never
of
heard
the
that one, bro?
ceiling cricket.
Bro, it's the fucking smoke alarm. That motherfucker's,
Not
yeah.
the
Truth be-
ceiling
Yeah, it's a church.
cricket.
Yeah, it's a church. Yeah, but truth be told, it's more of it's like because the thing is, a lot of people, stereotype it just a black. No, it's like a class thing too. Even some rich people that came in here, like, bro, like, how you a lawyer and you got a church like in your house?
Yeah.
That chirp don't discriminate. I heard a Mexican with it. I heard white people with it.
Yeah,
That's why I know
everybody.
ceiling bird, because the old white people say ceiling bird. And I'm
Ah, it
like,
sounds
if you
more
walk
like a
through
cricket
if you
to
walk
me,
through
man.
An urban neighborhood, yeah. If you walk through
no,
any
I wish
urban
it was a
neighborhood,
cricket.
if you walk through an urban
Crickets you go
neighborhood,
to
you still
sleep
hear the
with.
church.
You can't go to sleep with a fucking chirp.
Like, you'll hear it through like apartments that necessarily named it. Like, it be Muslims with that shit. It be
Oh,
like
no.
Indians too, I'm pretty sure.
My
Like, it's an
algorithm
urban
got
thing.
feminine. Oh no. Fuck.
Dude, I used to
Well-
run calls in the hood a lot, so it's like you go there to go deal with a patient, and you hear that fucking beep, and you're like, God damn it. And of course,
I
like,
was going crazy, yo. I'll be spazzing out. Like, I'll put a battery in somebody. Yo, pay me and I will do a whole apartment complex full of 9-volt batteries. Like,
Bro, I walk back to the fucking engine and I just go, you know what? Let me do these guys a
Let me
favor.
get this battery real quick. And
You know, I figured
You
out
just
the
gave
dogs that you know how hang on. Stop barking. You know how
It's the
fucking
it's the
it's a dog chirp. It's a dog chirp.
No, that was my dachshund. She likes to bark at random noises.
Oh, even worse.
I know, she's a fucking stinky
Dog
winky.
pill.
But what's the thing called, like,
The alarm bell.
someone told me, he goes, man, you ever notice that, like, pit bulls raised in the hood are super aggressive? I'm like, yeah. He goes, you think it's because the smoke alarm? It's like Chinese water torture for
It
dogs.
might be, yeah. It's a very sensitive, highly sensitive. Like, dogs have highly sensitive ears, so, you know, nothing they can really do to tell their master. What can they do?
Yeah. What are they gonna do? Go up and climb the fucking ceiling and knock that bitch out?
Yeah, I'm about to make an AI. I'm about to make an AI this shit. I'm about to put like a dog climbing up to put a 9-volt battery in
But
the
I
apartment.
love some of these AI videos. They're just stereotypes on stereotypes. It's great.
Yo, these AIs making people go crazy. Oh, the internet, yo, it's infinite entertainment for for people that have a low IQ. They go crazy.
Oh, dude,
Guys out.
low IQ and fucking old ass people like,
How?
did you see this
Oh,
video
my
of
goodness.
Trump
How do you
kissing Elon Musk? And I'm like, yo, that's AI, old lady. No, it's real. I just saw it posted. I'm like,
It's real. I saw it. Trump
I'm like-
is smacking
How?
Elon Musk.
I'm like, hey, I'm gonna
How
post.
do
I'm gonna.
y'all feel if your woman used AI to confirm her argument?
Well, that wouldn't work because her
AI,
argument would
like,
fail because
So,
women
like,
are
if y'all
illogical.
were having an argument, right? And she's like, "Here, AI told me so."
Well-
I see it coming. Uh-oh.
Well, hold on.
I need to make a tweet.
Is her argument stupid?
No.
Is it sound and logical, and I'm just actually in the wrong here?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will review the AI and say,
Fuck
AI.
you for causing my divorce.
AI, who commits the most crimes in America, statistically? And then I'll just make it something else. Yeah. I'm dating a white chick right now, so, you know.
W.
Yeah, exactly. Blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm like, hell yeah. My children shall be beautiful.
Keyword should.
Yeah. Well, the only problem is that, you know, the only reason I got dogs is because of her. You know, I normally am okay with a dog, but I'm like, okay, but what if I can't be around my puppies all the time? That sounds like abuse. Now I got two.
That sounds like abuse. I can't be needy with the thing that's needy.
No, you don't understand. When I drive my truck and I got, like, let's say both my dogs in the car, one of them would be chilling on my lap if she doesn't go in the back seats to relax because she's long hair and gets warm pretty quick. And then the short hair black one, she fucking climbs up and hides behind my back and just falls asleep back there between me and the chair.
Oh yeah, that's one needy bitch.
Yeah, well, she's my needy bitch.
Dog.
Like most women in my life.
I actually put, you know what? That's another animal versus human thing that I should do. Would you rather deal with a needy dog or a needy meth head?
Last time I had to deal with a meth head. Actually, the meth heads weren't bad. It's the motherfuckers on PCP. Them shits are scary.
No, I
Dude.
thought the fentanyl zombies were bad. Now
Dude,
we have PC.
I'll take a fent zombie because I can solve that shit real fast. I'm not even gonna give you Narcan up the nose. I'll give you fucking Narcan IM. So that way it takes 20 minutes to really get you out of that hole. And by that time you're already in the hospital and some fucking nurse's problem, you know? Let her fucking deal with you, not me. Because you're in the back of that truck, you freak out on me. I'm gonna have to tie your ass up, you know? And I didn't live in Japan for fucking 4 years without learning how to do that, you know, that shibari, you know? You about to be gimped out. But the PCP
Hey, yo, you're
motherfuckers?
speaking my love language. Fuck off.
Listen, dude, I scared the I had a buddy of mine while I was overseas, and you know, she was a nice girl, just very dumb when it comes to her choice in men. And she had this friend who was like, yeah, I like being smacked around during sex. And we're at my house, so I'm like, hey, why don't you go
No,
upstairs?
that's 50 Shades of Grey. We don't acknowledge that.
No, some girls like that fucking damn near abuse shit. There's some fucking freaky bitches out there. But
Wait, never mind hypergamy.
yeah, but I told her, I go, hey, why don't you go upstairs and see my room? Just think about what you just said in this household. Go. She goes up there. She walks down in like 5 minutes. She goes, you're a fucking sicko. I'm like, there it is, baby girl. There it is. I had an iron
Damn.
cross in my fucking bedroom.
Wait, so her bitch ass is deep knee deep in Satan's taint, and yet she wants to call you a sicko for having a cross?
Well, it's not just that. I also displayed every fucking object. All the toys were hung up on my wall like it's all good.
Wait, isn't that like every like masochist's wet dream is to see?
I guess she wasn't that much of a masochist.
Oh my god, women are so confusing.
They don't. The difference is they don't want men having stuff. But
Yeah, they like to seem like the freaky ones. Like, I had one girl. She was talking.
No,
She was
you
talking
really
that good
freaky.
shit.
No. If you really freaky when you like a dude punching your stomach, that's when you're really freaky.
I had a
Hey, sorry guys, I was gone.
Falcon Punch. Falcon
bro.
Punch.
I had this
Not
one.
a falcon. It's like a pseudo. Isn't it a pseudoplex?
I had this one
Oh,
like.
Nathan, thank goodness. We were asking
Oh,
you
yeah,
what
no,
kind of
I'm
brown.
Yeah, what kind
Yeah,
of brown
what
are
kind
you?
of brown
Yeah,
are
the
you?
Falcon Punch.
Oh yeah,
I'll
caramel,
be
caramel.
honest,
Yeah,
I'll tell you
caramel.
guys what I was doing. I had to just go like waterboard myself with cold water because I'm really hungover.
Oh, that's not gonna help you,
That's
girl.
how you do
Make it some
it.
Gatorade. Make it some
I
Gatorade.
did, and I ran out.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
like,
You
"Shit, I
gotta
gotta find food.
you gotta see the metafin.
I do. Does
Yeah.
that help?
Fuck yeah, it does. Girl, listen. I
Okay,
was a
I'ma take
fucking,
some.
I was a boozer for 6 years. I'm talking, I was never sober.
Man, you are living that typical stereotype. I can't
Yes.
say not because I was
I'm
day
only had
drinking
a-
too.
Listen,
Oh, yeah,
listen.
I'm-
God,
I want you to.
Well, I fell off my electric scooter yesterday, and I didn't know
God,
sidewalk. I didn't know sidewalk was slippery.
Well,
Wait, what?
yes.
Yeah, I slid so far because I was going at like 25
Well-
miles an hour.
well,
that
it's
I, like,
slippery until
slid
you.
on the sidewalk, and
Uh-huh.
it felt like ice.
Well,
Like that's how far I slid from where my scooter was.
What the
Sidewalk is
fuck?
slippery until you actually
So
rub yourself
I should've
against
gone
it.
to the hospital, yeah, and then I was like, I'm just gonna drink the pain away.
That sounds
And
like
then
me
now-
on a
I have
Wednesday.
a scooter. That's scary. That's my second time hearing a scooter incident with women. What is going on?
Dude, I
Have you
know,
met a
like,
good female driver?
Hey man, I Tokyo drift sometimes, but
Not intentionally. I know you go, oh
Listen.
shit.
Most females were built shorter, so those cars are not built for us. Just,
Hey.
let's be
Yeah.
honest.
No, it's fine.
that
Hey,
and
I
I
get
make
it.
sure I drive my scooter when it's like non-traffic hours.
No, I had a look. Trust me, I get it too. I took all the weight out of the back
I'm
of
so
my
glad
truck.
we're here though, lithium, because that's a
Yeah.
ooh, that's a spill. That's a spiel.
Yeah, you could have cracked your fucking head open and you know.
No, the
Yeah,
VTuber
well,
that I
my friend
know
said if it
lost her
happens-
teeth.
Yeah,
Oof.
my friend. Thank
So what you're
God,
saying
my friend
is-
told me.
She's making
Yeah.
more money by giving that gummy.
No,
Yeah,
no,
guac, guac,
gummy,
guac.
gummy,
The
no,
guac, guac.
no, gummy blowjobs are bad because they tend to gnaw on the dick, and my ex experienced that, and he
First
said
off-
that shit made him cry.
First off, hang on.
Wait,
Hang on.
what?
Wait, what? What?
What type of
Yeah,
nasty
apparently-
fucking whore was he sleeping with that can pop her goddamn teeth out?
My ex was a very desperate
Perfect.
Catholic, suppressed, lustful motherfucker.
Yeah, okay, I let a girl
Got it.
finger blast my
Ugh.
booty hole after a fucking after a bar trip because I was like, I've never done that. Mostly because she was like, I'll deep slap your shit, lick your ass, and finger blast. And I said, I'm horny
Try
enough
wife.
to let you do that, and she did, and I cried because it felt
That's a
weird.
try white right there.
No, she was a white girl with daddy issues. It seems like it's my
Oh,
bread
no,
and
that's
butter,
a
you
try
know.
White scatter. She's a try wife now.
Yep, tried life.
Yeah, I'll be picking up these try wives till we go one.
Oh no. See, I wouldn't date her after. Well, no, sorry. I stopped dating her after I found out that she was sleeping with one of the guys I know, because apparently,
Oh yeah.
yeah, apparently, and I knew this for a fact. Homeboy did have like a confirmed 9-incher. Like that thing was a fucking hammer. And I'm like, I can't
Wait,
compete
so-
with that.
I mean, is that the reason, or rather than like, okay, like if he underperformed, but like if you still had.
I wish,
Yeah.
dude. I wish I underperformed. But that's not it. It's literally she just. Like, I have no issue if you want to be a size queen, bring some fucking monster dongo into the bedroom. Like, I know some girls that they need them fucking, you know what bad dragon is. They need those things to get going. I get that. It is what it is. You got 3 holes to use, whatever. But it's like, I'd be on fucking duty, so away from her for
Did you
24
say
hours.
3 holes?
Hmm?
Did you say 3 holes?
How many holes you got right now?
Oh shit.
You got 3, right? I only got 2.
Yeah.
I only got 2
I just
usable.
found that out. because
Wait,
my
I
family was
believe in
super
quagmire
religious.
rules. There's 8.
I had to
Excuse
find
me.
out that like 2 weeks ago because all my life my family just never told me,
Oh.
and then I accidentally tried to put my
Hey.
psycho tampon in there, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck is that? And then that's fucked up. They were so Catholic, they didn't even want to tell me my own body organs.
That sounds about right. I got a buddy right now who's he's debating whether or not he should stick with his wife and just cheat on her.
Oh my god.
You don't understand, dude. She had, when I say she rarely fucks him, I'm talking like once every couple months, type shit.
That's a
Yeah.
criminal offense.
No, the worst part is
She doing
he's hot,
somebody else.
bro. He's hot.
So she's
What?
purposely not giving up the poo-tang because she's keeping him in check.
Bro, she doesn't
No!
even like him sucking
She
her
needs to
toes. I'm like, dog, you need to leave her.
Wait, what?
Hold on, sucking toes. Wait a minute. I
Oh.
heard sucking toes, right?
Yeah, she didn't even like that.
What
I'm
is...
a woman that's into feet, and guys find it weird.
Listen, I've always been into it. I've had to lie to women before because they're like, no, it's so gross and stuff. But then I've had girls say that. I just do it and they go, ooh.
Dan Schneider, honestly. That's when I think. That's
Yeah,
what I
no, I like grown women, not children.
Now I will never.
No. I'm talking about the popularization is because
Oh,
of Dan Schneider.
well, actually, no, it's because of
Wait,
Quentin
really?
Tarantino.
Yeah, because iCarly. No.
Yes.
iCarly,
Salma Hayek
iCarly
pouring a
and
fucking-
Victorious
Salma
were very
Hayek pouring a
popular
fucking drink in his
19
mouth from
to
her feet.
19 Oh, hold on. Were really popular to the late millennials, to the early Gen Zers. So when those memes were going around and feet were going around, whenever all the doujinshis and porn were like really accessible, armpit, feet, and belly buttons are now like the new new generation fetishes.
Yeah, that's fair. You know, it's still better than some of the
like
old
feet, as in
fetishes.
I'm gonna look at a guy's feet to like make sure it's clean, but ew. No, in a sexual way, that's fine. Yeah.
Hold on. You're telling
Yeah,
me
you gotta-
you're
what
telling
do
me
you
that you
eat,
wouldn't
though?
step on a
Like, what
man's
would
pee
you
pee
do?
if you asked?
We had like one guy in here yesterday. I don't know. It's like some white supremacist larper. He was like,
Oh,
yeah,
so he's
you
Indian?
wouldn't wanna... No, he was white.
Oh, so it's
he
not
was
LARPing then.
talking- It's still LARPing. You're not committing a hate crime. I literally told his bitch ass, I'm like, tell the fucking hate crime you just did. Tell me fucking right now. If not, you're LARPing. Anyway, he was talking about like, hey, would you want a footy while you're driving, or instead of a roadhead because it's gross? I was like, what the fuck copium are you on? Get
Hang
the
on.
fuck out of my space.
He's giving the footy?
What is that?
It's apparently like a foot job while driving.
Well, yeah, you know, because
That's
here's the thing.
Ew.
If you get some really good head wall, and this almost happened to me, right? I was getting some crazy top wall driving, and I almost drove into a ditch because I went into a full body spasm. That shit was crazy. But like, yeah, like the whole foot job thing just sounds even more dangerous because God forbid you get into a fucking accident. Those airbags, like that's why when people put their feet up on the dash, I'm like, oh man,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
crazy.
my,
You get into an
my
accident
daycare
there.
friend, my longtime daycare friend, she literally talked about how when people do that, their entire pelvis is broken.
Yes,
Like,
I've worked a scene
it's-
like that. It was very
it was
grotesque.
irredeemable.
Wait, what did I'm too hungover for this.
So
Okay.
you know
I
how
can hear
people
what I
put
thought
their
I heard.
feet. So when people put their feet on the dashboard and they get into a car accident, their pelvis is literally destroyed.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought we were still on the head conversation. So that
No,
was literally, like,
no.
It's safer to get
that
roadhead
was
than it is to
brutal.
get a foot
Like,
job while driving.
I was like, oh shit, okay. But no, yeah. Don't drive with your feet. My mom taught me that too. She was like, you can't do that because even like one of my friends, he's a paraplegic now, and then he's like, he just got, well, he was, and then he's just like healed, but he can walk now, but he still has like paralyzing in his leg or whatever, paralyzation in certain parts of his leg, and he was just reaching for his muscle milk in the car like any normal person would reach for a joint in just those milliseconds. It takes seconds for shit to happen, you know.
Yep.
And I was like telling my brother, I was like, when you're on the highway, never, ever reach for anything.
No, that's why you get your passenger to do it.
Ever. Not even your phone, ever. Especially in the fast lane.
Oh, that's. It's gonna sound fucked up what's about to come out of my mouth, but that's like natural selection. Because any reasonable person would be like, maybe I shouldn't do this at like 70, 80 miles an hour.
Like 1,000 ways
I know,
to die.
he was scaring me. I was like, remind me to never get in the car with you. Like, yeah, you shouldn't do that. I knew I wasn't crazy. Like, he tried to gaslight me into thinking that I was overreacting.
Nah, you reacted just fine.
Yeah, and I was like, he's like, oh, we'll be fine. I drive tanks. Like, I get it. You're in the military, but still, like, they die too. Like,
Well,
Dude,
to
even
be
the
fair,
people that drive the Hummers on like public road, they can die too. It just takes one like overturn, and you're in the ditch and you're dead.
yeah, no,
literally seconds.
and also
right?
those Hummers suck on the road anyway.
But yeah, short stack. I was reading this that PDF. Well, not reading. I was listening to it. And remember, you know, your dowry thing, right?
Mhm.
I was like, wow. I posted it in the jumbotron, and we had dowries simply because male sexuality is seen as no value. So therefore, we put value on women's sexuality. And though, you know, like we had to trade off our daughters. I mean, it's something that people like, oh, how dare you? I mean, we had to do it. Like, imagine your daughter don't get carried off to like build her own family with a man, bro. The economy's gonna collapse. It's over. We needed to give our daughters to like, build up a community. I don't know. You know, some people don't like dowries. Oh, how dare you? That's subjectification of women. Bro, we had to do it. We had to do it. You couldn't tell us.
It wasn't even in recent times. It's like paying for the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. You paying off something, but back like now in certain today's times, like they just, I don't know, it's taboo, I guess, because they think it's objectifying women. Bro, they wanted to get paid off to another man. What? Like, you might as well.
Like having a dowry is kind of like a status thing, but
It's true.
It's,
I'm worth 10 goats.
But we had to do it though, Shorts. That we had to do it. Like, imagine a whole city of unwedded women. Bro,
My
it's over.
ex-husband
Like,
had to do that. Yeah, he had to give me a dowry.
yeah,
Nice.
He
because it
gave me
also
a
says like,
motorcycle. That was the dowry.
That's a pretty
It
good
was
dowry.
like $36,000. So.
Oh wow, of course. Yeah. The opposite can happen too. Cause I'm just reading this PDF which was made in 2004. I'm like, bro, somebody wrote this in 2004 about all this stuff. Because truth be told, lady, like again, male sexuality of itself has no value, and essentially women give it value, or the women that want us give it value. Because like a man could say, oh, I'm that dude, and if no woman wants that sex from him, it means nothing.
Well, the dowry is a test. So the dowry is a test to see if you are financially stable enough to handle having kids. So if you can't spit out 36 or 100K out of nowhere, you need to work some more before you try to marry her.
That's a lot of unmarried men that aren't going to be like, not my problem.
Yeah, but like honestly, as a woman though, I aspire to make that much. So I just think that it really is a status thing, like you said. Stacks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a status thing because it really is about like if you are rich. I mean, if you're trying to cop a rich baddie, you probably gotta sit dowry. Like, it's just common sense.
Wait, so you say you strive to make that?
What, 100? Yeah, well, I sometimes make over that, but
Yeah, 100K is starting.
For what?
And I work for my family's company, so whatever they own, I own.
Okay, you own your family.
Yeah, I'm a nepo baby as fuck. I mean, but the thing though is, we didn't always have money. My family always taught me about what we were before that. Like, we're new money. We're not like now. My dad's side, he's old money though because he's a whatever. I explained that earlier. But I mostly talk to my mom's side. So her side, they're new money, and I hang out with them because they're more humble about it. We like really worked for everything that we had. So like during the time there was real estate that was so cheap back then, and then they ended up buying it early on. That's why I say like a lot of us probably at our age would have been rich if the economy wasn't as shitty as it is.
Yeah.
Because back then you could buy stuff that was for clothing for like
Man, McDonald's
like,
franchise for
$10,000.
Holy shit!
Right, and then the old people got the nerve to be like, "Y'all lazy youngins." Like, bitch, you bought that
Wait,
mansion for a
wait, hold on.
penny back then. Like,
This is-
come on.
this is my argument with like the fossils is we went through a pandemic, we went through a bank closure, we went through COVID, so I don't want to hear it. I don't.
Literally, I don't like. I was in the hospital during COVID. Nobody can see you, not even family.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
like,
that's sad.
some people, and then because of COVID, people couldn't even go to funerals because the bodies were contaminated. So if they go to the funeral, they could catch something from the dead body, you know? So like they didn't even allow funerals.
They really
Like,
treat you like
imagine
the
that.
plague.
It was the plague. I literally I was on the breath machine.
The vanillizer.
Yeah, and then they gave me the same medicine they had gave Trump. It was like really strong shit. And they're like so thick and it's disgusting. Every time you burp, you taste the pill. It was fucking awful. It was like, but my life was on the line. I was literally, they found me in the parking lot because I passed out because it dropped in the middle of the parking lot. They're like, you're lucky you didn't get run over. Like,
I was watching you that day.
that shit nearly took me out. And I was like, this isn't something to play with. And I found out that people are suing for COVID, right? I did my little brainy, like, you know, smart shit, and I did some investigating. I found out that COVID had similar reactions to bat venom. They put venom. They fucked us up with some venom and then added some mutated shit into it.
Yeah, and the
That shit was
bats in
created
Wuhan.
for sure. That shit was definitely created because I was like, why am I having the same reaction as if I was bitten by like venom?
You know what's funny? Before the world knew what the fuck it was, I was already over in I was in Japan. We were about to start a deployment, and I hear this shit is popping off in China. And then one of the ships that was part of the fleet out in Cali decided that they wanted to stop in Vietnam like a few weeks after. I was like, man, it's weird that this shit's happening in Wuhan where the wet markets are. Bro, 500 people on that boat caught some shit to the point where the captain had to write a letter. And he's like, hey, man, we need to stop at Guam to offload these people at the hospital because they will probably fucking die if they stay on these nasty-ass boat conditions.
Literally.
And
I
then
mean, Bill Gates did create his designer virus for his low population dream.
Yeah.
Well, may I ask, did you guys
I
take the
would love
vaccine?
to take a pillow while he's sleeping, and you guys know the rest.
Stick it up his ass.
Did you take the vaccine? Yes or no?
I bet his wife thinks about that every day.
I was forced to because if I didn't take it, I would have lost all my
Nah,
benefits.
she loves that man. She will die with that man. Bill Gates would do a Diddy party. She'll still stay with that man.
He probably put a chip in her ass, like in her.
Well, hold on. You got to
No,
think
he
too.
probably took
He's
some
like, he
parts
put
of
that
your
like
brain
that
to
Black
make her
Mirror
docile.
episode.
Look. Think about this. Let's say your man is worth 43K and he just likes that weird shit occasionally. What are you gonna do? You're probably gonna be like, $43 billion. How much is a billion? Oh, I can buy the Challenger space shuttle like fucking 43 times. You know what? I think I'll turn the other way. Money makes people like change their morals up real fucking fast.
Yeah,
right.
tell me about it.
And we're not,
Like,
and mind
for
you,
my
like,
family, I'm like,
look, you
guys
got them
nannies?
Instagram baddies who'll go to Dubai and let these guys take turns shitting on her
Right.
for like 50, 60 grand. For $1 billion? Brother, for $1 billion, I don't mind wearing diapers for the rest of my life because it's your thing.
Right, like my step siblings have fucking nannies. I'm like, dude, like raise your fucking kid.
It's already
Like, I don't
bad
care how
enough
much
furries
money
have
you make.
money.
What? You don't need a nanny.
Rich people never raise their own children, so categorically.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I'm
true.
still very
True.
close to my nannies. It's
Uh,
sad.
Also, I just want to point out, Luffy, are you there? Hypergamy is the reason why we had such an intense lockdown and the COVID hysteria. Have you ever put those two together?
Explain it to me.
There.
I don't know.
Oh, I mean the severity of COVID or the exaggeration of it came from women and children, right? And then they pushed us.
Hang
to
on a
believe
second.
it
My
was
dog
for
goes
the
crazy. I'll be back in a second.
Elderly, yeah, no problem.
And also, I know because all the male firemen that I worked with refused to wear a fucking mask during the whole
Right,
COVID
and
shit
the
because
whole
they're like,
thing, oh,
they're
you're
like,
too
well,
late to
less
come
than
to the
1%
vaccine thing.
infection rate or less than 1% death rate. Yeah, I can risk it.
Right, right, and you'll never hear a woman be accountable for them excusing COVID in the lockdown. Sorry to go on a tangent. I just you guys brought up COVID. It kind of triggered me there. Everyone wants to
No,
shovel
it's
away
okay.
the lack of them standing up for themselves during that time. Everyone basically succumbed to ideology, and I personally believe that that's the reason for many of the issues going forward since 2020. And not just that, but before, of course, there was more. But 2020 exposed that people will never actually have an ideology to stand behind beyond just some social bullshit, which just shows that most people are treasonous people. Like they will burn their country down for the sake of COVID.
Well,
Which,
I mean, they're doing it for
it
immigrants
should
right
be
now.
the other way around. You should stop people overreacting towards COVID to save your country. But yeah.
Brother, that shit's happening right now with the migration bullshit.
I really think the mass migration was the bioweapon.
Yes. Oh, no. Dude, we didn't have fucking smallpox in America in such large numbers until we just let fucking untold millions of them to just come in fucking whichever way they want. You know? It's fucking crazy. And then my favorite is I had to explain it to people because they're like, we shouldn't deport all these people. I go, dude, this is the natural
Rick, we
fucking...
don't do hands. Just talk out of turn.
Oh?
I was just telling Rick to talk out of turn because we don't do hands.
Oh.
I'm just sitting there. I'll take ups real bad.
Oh no, you're fine. That's why I was really pissed that Frisco is like this blessed Vegete town, and I'm like, bro, y'all can't fucking drive in the city. Somehow you found.
Sorry,
the
did you
one
say the
ditch
Jeet
in
town?
Vegete town, yeah.
Like Indians?
Yes.
Oh. I'm
Like
so
the red dot
sorry.
ones, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I know. They somehow found the fucking ditch in the city to put their fucking car in an accident.
Yeah,
and then
down...
they turned left on red. Like, what the fuck is... like?
Oh,
fuck?
well, we have an ungodly amount of Haitians that came down here, which is pretty standard because, South Florida. Well, it's pretty normal for them to... Actually, the worst ones are actually the Canadians who come here on vacation. Because
y'all are taking up more of the space because now there's 3 Floridians in here.
Hey, what's up?
Rick is back.
Best state right here, brother.
I don't know about that, Chief.
Yeah, we didn't shut down during COVID.
We didn't either.
Yeah, but we can
And
also...
oh,
wait, what state are you in?
But
What state are you
nobody
in?
no matter what your state did, your country succumbed to it just like every single other person.
Yeah.
Well, that's also
But
'cause we have an
also
invalid.
DeSantis didn't even do shit because out of
America
50
did nothing
bills,
for freedom
he didn't pass
during COVID.
nothing.
Yeah,
If
that's
anything,
true.
Canada is the only reason why COVID stopped the Canadian truckers. Is the reason why Americans did nothing to help stop COVID or the tyranny of COVID.
Hold up.
Yeah, no,
Vic, hold up.
I agree. Maybe though, I will say this with Canada, man. Y'all did good with the whole trucker thing, but y'all are fools for allowing Castro's kid to run your country for as long as it is.
Damn.
What, dude?
Oh,
Trudeau is Castro's kid, man. Motherfucker looks just like him. And also, his parents were known swingers, and his mom was a known slut.
The math do be mathing.
The math do be, and she used to love visiting Castro, and Castro was known for.
The abacus says that's probably his kid.
Yeah, and it's hard to.
Just shut up for 1 second and let the Australian with hiccups speak.
Oh shit! Holy shit! We gotta, bro. How's the gravity down there?
It's rough. It's rough. I'm telling you right now.
I love Australia.
It's 101, bro.
That's not bad.
Up there in the north?
It's 115 here in Toronto. It's the
Mm.
hottest day.
And I got
Dude.
hiccups. It sucks.
Look, the Australian
But anyway.
literally has a hole in his ozone, and he's been fighting spiders all day. Let the man
They
speak.
fight spiders and kangaroos.
Let the man speak. Allegedly a man, and I've got hiccups. What the fuck? Hiccups are controlling my life right now.
And also, you have that break dancer.
I followed the Jew in here. But
fighting
we were
spiders?
talking about.
Wait.
Can you let me speak, please? Please let me get this.
Nigga, you're not special.
Whoa! Careful, he's Australian. He'll actually
I'm
say the hard R.
Australian, I'm gonna.
Hey, hold up. I don't care who you are. You're not special.
What if he's retarded?
No, I actually am.
What the fuck? No one's special.
No, you're not.
But I'm better.
No, I am.
No, you're not.
You're not an anime character.
No,
You're
I am.
not special.
No, you're not.
I don't like.
I am.
what?
Can you two just fuck
Anyway.
already?
No, you're not.
No, but let me get this done.
No.
Let me get this thought out. Whilst you fondle with your buttons.
Wait,
you
what? Hold on.
I
Hold
don't
on.
care.
people
He
that
loves his
that
little
control the buttons have controlled the world. So you might want to chill.
Bro,
He loves his little
I'm-
buttons.
I am
Nerds
from
have ruled the
Israel.
world.
I will
Get
bomb
over it.
Australia
Poor
right
little
now.
man. Poor little man with these poor little buttons.
I will bomb. I will
Bro,
bomb
Bill
Australia
Gates was
right
the
now.
poor man with his poor little buttons, and he makes more money than you ever could in a blink of an eye.
Hey, bro, we not
Sure he
talking
does.
about. Yo, you
Like-
trying to look down on
You gotta work.
anybody? You're from Australia.
Yeah, dude, you're like the
are we
rebels that
serious
no
right
one
now?
wanted. You're
No.
England's, like, the-
Australia wasn't rebels.
You
They were
have spiders, like,
prisoners.
They came out of a video game, like
I don't
huge spiders and
Anyway.
kangaroos fighting each other.
No, not anyway.
I mean, I haven't even started with what I was about to say.
You just
120
complained about
degrees.
hiccuping. I've heard of women complain about hiccuping more than you. Like, what deal is that?
Damn.
My girl
man.
complains when I pull her
love you
hair.
guys.
I'm in the midst. I'm in the midst.
All right, bye,
Alright,
sweet pea.
shalom,
It's
lady,
nice
shalom.
meeting you.
I've literally brushed my teeth like 20 times and I can still taste the bourbon, bro.
Gargle with salt water.
You said the bourbon?
I don't know, burp, whatever the whiskey called.
What the fuck were you
Even the
drinking?
whiskey? Oh man, you gotta
Dang,
like
girl,
drink
better.
some,
Well,
like
I
eat some
didn't-
garlic. Like,
You better drink some Gatorade.
It was free. I went to this hotel and they were like, "We've got
Oh,
you all night."
hypergamy.
And I was like, "Well, I've never had this before."
Stop doubting me, man.
Reflecting on it. Like,
Yo, I got it for free. Yo, men can't do this, bro.
yeah,
Man, it
you
must
can't
be
get
nice to have a
weed for
pussy
free,
between your
you can't
legs,
get
you know?
shots for
Faggot.
free.
People just. I said it must be nice to have a pussy between your legs. You go out to free drinks. You can say and do stupid shit, and people are just like, she's
Yeah,
just a
Meet
girl.
up with your local hood nigga. He'll definitely give
Mm-hmm.
you.
Literally,
It ain't
that's
gonna
where I
be
was
free.
about to go.
So did you get
Man, Pookie
crunked
got
off
that
the
weed
henny?
on standby for her. Man, I'm jealous. I need. Where's my Pookie at?
Somebody
Where's my
said
gang?
weed?
Where's
weed?
my blood cuz? Actually, I'm gonna text my blood cuz. Be like, hey, yo, give me a blunt, please. If it works, then Luffy can hold hypergamy
I
forever.
thought you quit smoking.
I just asked my neighbor downstairs because he always asks to use my kitchen appliances.
I did quit smoking for like 2 months. That doesn't mean I don't need no reprieve.
Drug addict.
I don't care if you're a
Oh,
faggot.
I'm not a
shut
quitter.
the fuck up, cocaine.
I smoke weed.
Shut up. Listen, I will step on your face and make you call me mommy. You better shut the fuck up.
I volunteer as tribute.
You smoke diet weed? Oh no, the
Did she just say
cannabinoid?
diet weed?
So
Yeah, that's
diet weed is actually really bad, terrible weed that has.
What you doing hanging out
Um,
with this faggot?
And it's better than saying K, so just say
I
I
like
smoke
that.
diet weed because it's better.
You talking about that
Smoking
straight
that.
shit?
She's smoking that K too. She's
Diet
smoking that
weed,
K.
Makes
man.
you feel better about smoking terrible weed.
Smoking
Just
K
say
too.
I'm smoking diet weed.
Don't do
She's
that.
smoking that. She's smoking that AI. She's smoking the AI weed. The AI weed.
Ew.
Well-
Yeah, no. I do homegrown.
Have you tried crack?
Homegrown is the way to go. If you're
Yeah.
doing it. Because it doesn't have a withdrawal.
Why not cocaine? Why not
No,
cocaine?
that's
no,
what,
no,
like,
no,
old
no,
guys.
that's a
Hmm?
little.
You need any help?
No.
Chinese diet.
It won't be free though.
No,
Just like,
it's
we're
free
talking about
though.
happy drugs and who's just like crack.
It won't be free though.
He said
but I can
cocaine,
help
not
you.
crack. Pretty racist to assume that the black guy was talking about crack.
Good man. These
Dude,
people-
I like
Uncle
Scatter when he
Luffy.
said he was, what was it, Cigar Brown? That was
Yeah.
bang. I love that.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's
if you-
kinda brown.
Bro,
That's
if you
really
pop
brown.
your face
That's
into my
really-
fucking
yeah,
stream, you'll be able to see what I mean.
And he
I have
bagged
to
a
howl.
fucking Aryan woman? Oh, hell no. He's winning. He's winning more than white nationalists.
Well, there's also a difference
No,
too.
it's true, it's true.
The reason why the white guy can't find himself a bad
Blonde with
bitch.
blue
Jeff
eyes.
Bezos? Oh, I got
Oh,
to meet that guy, by the way. He lives in my fucking neighborhood.
Oh
And he owns
Jesus.
all the natural groceries or Whole Foods or some
By the
shit.
way, there's a
He,
saying.
he charges a
Yeah,
lot.
he lives in my neighborhood. And he was saying, all my friends have become so lazy. He's just talking to me. And that's what he was like, if you ever get rich, I can tell you're going to. Don't be lazy. And I was just like,
Don't be
why
lazy.
is he lecturing me at a park?
I mean, that's that old soul, you know? You see a random person and you, like, lecture them. That's definitely an old thing.
But I thought he was winning because his wife, have you seen his wife? I
Oh.
was like, dude, I don't want
Every-
you, I want your wife.
Every trophy wife looks cute to a certain degree.
There's a reason why they're called trophy wives and not just regular wives.
I don't know if she's some sort of Middle Eastern, but she's so hot.
Wait.
I'm like,
The
I'm
white
straight.
supremacist has a Middle Eastern
This
wife?
girl takes care of herself. She's like older and she looks so good for her age. It's crazy. He better not flop her. I'm gonna be so mad. Like, she seems so cool, dude.
Oh man, I gotta help one of my Muslim friends.
Hypergamy.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I gotta go though. Love y'all.
Have fun,
Nice
sweetie.
to
Drink some
meet you.
Gatorade.
Send feet.
G-Power.
She's so sweet. As soon as I was bitching about women on Twitter being a cunt, and 4 of them fucked me
She said
over.
yes.
Well, I don't blame her. She actually, out of all the sisterhoods, she's actually not a sisterhood. She's just a sweet girl.
Why'd you say it like that? Sisterhood.
No.
What are you implying there?
Oh man.
She's too white
What
for
is
the
on
sisters?
The Jumbotron, all this. Okay, I need to do some cleaning. Okay, I'll keep that one. Oh yeah, like, oh, did I share that, bitch?
Yeah, you did.
Oops,
What did you share?
my bad. That was not for the space. It was just soap. Soap grape. Does that mean prison rape? Because it's soap. Oh,
yes.
now my brain went in a very awful place. Ma.
Yeah, I remember
Let me
I ran a guy over at the pen,
clean up a little bit.
and he older guy, a lot of health problems. We got called because they used his colonoscopy bag
Anyway,
as
it
a
is a
fleshlight.
Tuesday. How is everybody?
I was just reading the tweet with Michaela and you, that Asian chick with the
Bro.
black face and black body. I call her cardboard, but that's just,
Ain't that shit funny? She's like complaining about a 21-year-old boy in her fucking DMs. I'm like, that sounds like a you problem. If you don't like the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen.
I was like, well, I don't know if you see me right the tweet. I was going at it.
Hold up. Bro. I need to tell Ryan to
no,
shut
you're
the
not
fuck up.
No, you're not gonna ruin Luffy's story time. So
Wait,
Luffy,
what
go
happened?
ahead.
No, what happened? What happened? What did you
No. Ignore the freaking
the white
British.
Jew?
Yeah, British fucking the dump.
Chill on,
British
brother.
dump. Anyway,
Oh,
so
no.
so you
I
were
was
going
just- I
back
was
and
saying
forth with
Michaela.
her.
Yeah. I was just saying that she called me broke, but I'm like, you're still married though, so I don't really care. Like, I
You're
don't
still
care.
unmarried.
I don't care, but cause I'd be coming at her because like what she did to Nuke, like you tried to slander his name. But this is unfortunately this is the reason why men gotta put their guard up. Like when men like open themselves, especially on the internet, like try to be kind and have a good time, he gets stabbed, and then we gotta turn cold. And I understand that's it's unfortunate for the women that actually don't do that, but as a collective, you women have to stop. You have to shame these women, otherwise we're gonna be cold.
The girl bossing must be done. It must
Like, you
die.
know what? Let me slander this guy name on the internet. Oh yeah, you use prostitute nuclear. I'm just like, bro, that's like, what? You're slandering the wrong person. Like, if anything, point that to somebody else, not him.
What even freaks me out more is how this girl bossing mentality comes with the mentality of, oh, this dude is just arm candy. Like, you're the arm candy. And like, bitch, no, you're the fucking trophy wife. Shut the fuck down.
My dog needs to be let in. She's barking.
It's not even fucking fair.
G-Power.
I mean,
This is why we need to make lobotomies great again.
Nah,
I mean, I guess.
make women property great again. That's what we really need to do.
Truth be told, that PDF that I'm reading, they understood this at a early human civilizations. Unfortunately, I mean, we both as genders we have prices on our head, but the thing is, the difference is that inherently our men's price is really zero. We have to raise our price ourselves from birth. Like, ours is pretty much zero, and I know that sounds like black or whatever, but it's true.
It's just the reality.
Yeah, it's zero. It's zero
Like,
from the beginning.
who was more saved during the Titanic?
The women and children.
Who was more saved during every war?
Oh, the women and children.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Skirt.
But see, then,
The Jews.
they try to change.
No, it
those
wasn't
two.
the Jews.
Oh yeah, they was in the back. They was in the back of the boat.
Yeah, they're in the back of the boat like black Americans years later.
And shit. But
Right,
that PDF so
right.
good though. I'm like, bro, this. This is crazy. Like it just so okay. We know about groupies, right? Groupies, for instance.
Yeah.
Everybody know about groupies as of 2025. We know that there's groups of women that goes to a male celebrity, right? Since since male sexuality is inherently zero, there's a higher chance of seeing female groupies come to a male celebrity than male groupies going to a female celebrity and ever seeing her. What's isn't the chances higher, right? Everybody knows that by instinct, right? Like why is that? Because inherently we know that female sexuality has a higher price tag on it. So therefore, the men, like Chris Brown charged what $1,000 to meet him to take a picture.
1200, I think, yeah.
1,200, right? I mean, what woman could do that? Women don't even, they would object to that. There's no woman that would let men do all that and sit on their lap, let them sit on their lap for $1,200 because inherently our sexuality is not that
Yo,
high.
tell your wife you paying $1,200 to go meet Dua Lipa backstage. See how she is.
No, it'd be
She's gonna divorce you the next day.
hey, I paid $500. Let's appear in a carpenter, do a little
Yeah,
dance on my lap.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, and because of that, Nilo, women they would extract other things besides the sexual value because since ours zero, they need other stuff, but such as I know you heard the words such as love, affection, romance, time, energy. I'm pretty sure you heard women say these things, not necessarily just the D. Now there's girls that do just want the D and nothing else, but for the most part, throughout a man's life, he's not. That's very rare for her to just want the D and then leave. I mean, that's kind of rare. And we kind of know that. Right?
Right, unless like a chick who's close to you uses you for air quote practice.
Right? Yeah, just
but, like,
extract
it's
that.
explicit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the alpha side. That's the alpha side. Which I'm not saying doesn't exist. I'm not saying that like you get the stuff together and be in shape and stuff and be a chilled out guy that it won't happen. But for the most part, women had to they had to request other things because our value from inherently is zero. So they had to look for other things to extract from guys. Like that, I'm just copying and pasting from the PDF I'm reading. It's really good from 2004. I was like, bro, they wrote this in 2004. This is crazy. This is stuff we talking about now.
No,
Wow.
Everything comes back full.
Yeah, it comes back.
Full strong.
Yeah. That's why like if I'm just chilling, I'm just listening to the PDF and stuff. Not really doing much. I'm just trying to chill out. Get off Twitter. Maybe I should get off Twitter, take a break. I got video games to play, so I gotta finish this Spyro. Since I'm not a gamer, since that guy was like, oh, he don't play Steam games. Yes, I do. Like, have you seen my Steam library? He tried to call me out on the timeline. I'm like,
I
bro,
hate when people try to rage bait you and they don't even look through your profile, like, at all. Like,
yeah.
know who you're attacking before.
I was like, know who you're attacking. Law of power.
Yeah. Man.
Right. Remember you were asking about the AI question earlier?
Me?
Yeah. Like the
Oh,
argument,
yeah.
Like, what happens when your girl uses, AI to like solidify her argument, whether she tells you or not? It kind of goes in the same breath. Like, okay, do you think the man should be chatting to the AI as if it's his girlfriend or asking for advice? And how would a woman feel if she knew that? Like,
I'd be okay with that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a weird woman. I mean, I had chat bots. I even made, this is going to sound
it's
so
almost like a
dorky.
porn argument, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
we'll make it okay for them to read their spicy books they talk.
Well, no, I made a Gordon Ramsay chat bot, and then it's at like 13,000 right now, and I did it as a hobby. That's the thing.
Oh,
Like,
so you're like a
story-building
masochist.
hobby
You just
for a
wanted
while.
this white guy to be like,
Um,
you fucking
And then I
muppet.
made another one because someone was like, why don't you make a cheating bot? And I was like, fuck yeah, that'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it? So I made one called Lily, and I did the stereotypical, oh, Lily's boyfriend was saying bad things, and then it was like, oh, it was so bad. The fact that, wait, hold on, I'm gonna go look and see. But no, it's definitely a teeter-totter argument, right? It's like, if she's using the chat bot to sound intelligent, but she still lost the argument, it's kind of like a double negative, which doesn't make a positive.
Yeah, I just find it's an interesting one because as tech gets more integrated into our lives, like one argument changes into the other. You know what I mean? Like books are okay, but porn isn't allowed, type of thing. And then now it's like, oh, it's okay to ask the AI for advice, but not to treat it as a relationship. And I'm not saying someone should.
Hello?
It's just that if a woman
Yep.
knew that like you're treating
Wait,
AI
wait,
as
wait,
a
can, wait. So here's the thing, and this is my plight, right? When she's reading a book, she's just immersed in the story. But if she's, but she's not individually cheating on you. It's a weird concept because
Yeah, she's just fantasizing about being in the female's place and going like,
right,
that's
just
fucking
as much
hot.
as a man is watching, you know, like big tittied fucking, you know, because if you're white, it's part of the itty bitty committee, right? And you know, he wants some honker donker boinkers, you know, just swinging around.
It's because men are
Don't
very
care.
simple creatures.
Yeah, you know, well, and here's the thing, right? Is if there was an acceptance of I have my itch, you have your itch, and you're still complacent and you're still together, and you're, you know, content with each other. I don't, but Luffy, I don't know, because women watching porn is not the same as men watching porn.
I don't know if I personally agree with that. I'm just kind of adding the argument like of AI is involving now a third person, opposed to like we already have a social issue where men and women can't communicate, and we're not going to communicate directly. We're like going to use AI as a third party. It's kind of like it in itself is a code. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pointing to we're not. Go ahead, Muppy.
Oh no! I was gonna break it down after you finish. I want to interrupt.
Yeah, I'm good. I pretty much said what I was saying. All I was saying is like we're not fixing the issue. We're kind of coping with the new mechanism. That's kind of what I'm pointing at.
Yeah. Yeah, we can about
You're breaking up right
now. Aspect, like
You're breaking up.
Hello. Oh. Hello. Chop. Chirp.
That's better. Oh, now I hear an echo.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, the pornography aspect. Essentially, we see it different from men and women because again, the world sees male sexuality as inherently.
Okay, no, chirp.
Try disconnecting your mic and putting it back in again.
Hello.
Yeah, you should be fine.
Hello.
Yo, it's
You
the
can hear me?
conquistador.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
No, it's where I'm at. Hello?
Yeah. That's
What's
a
that?
delay. Yeah, that was a big delay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there's a delay. So, what I'm saying is, pornography is viewed differently for men and women because, inherently, by nature, again, our sexuality as men and boys is inherently zero, and women's sexuality is of a higher price. That's why, collectively, women used to have to, essentially, what they call a siphon, essentially constrict men's access to, sexuality, but not through her. Like, essentially, pornography is getting sexuality around the woman. That's why they have to constrict how men get sex. That's why prostitution and pornography is always demonized, but it's not for moral reasons. Do not fall for that shit. It is not for moral reasons. Like, oh, the church and oh, you're gonna hell. None of that shit is real. It's all real. Just it's not real. Look past morality and religion and see the biological reason why a woman would shame pornography and porn for men. Because inherently, if prostitution was legal, like the PDF said, women would benefit more because economically they would have all the money rather than going to a pimp or like being sex trafficked. They could have legal safety, the cops, they would write it in the laws. They would get pretty much 100% of the money back. But the reason why women don't want pornography legal is because it's an alternate way for men to get a cheaper access to women's sexuality. That makes sense?
Yeah. But then,
rather than a girlfriend or wife, those are more expensive despite what men say. Those are long-term investments within a woman. Like, I argue about this all the time. I don't really care what other men think, but those are long-term costs of association with women to obtain a sexuality. Like, a lot of men don't think about this. That's why I know I'm different. I'm like, do most men not understand that costs more? and again, I know morally, prostitution and stuff like that, exploiting women, okay, whatever, I don't give a fuck. But understand that having a wife or girlfriend costs way more than getting an escort and then letting her go back home. Over a lifetime, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I have some interesting takes on some of this stuff. Although I find a lot of it's still hypocritical, but that comes from having women in the conversation. Sorry, not sorry.
I mean, that's true, because they got involved more. But that's due to them being more involved in the economy. So the PDF also said they had more voice as time went on. Essentially, after the Industrial Revolution, women started to have more voice because they also had to work a lot of the jobs that just used to be exclusively just for men. This is before we had offices. So after the Industrial Revolution and then after the Civil War, women were totally intertwined with the economy to the point where they could actually vote. And then, 70 years later, they own credit cards and bank accounts. But men restricted that because they knew that the institutions would exploit women's biological loopholes for, like, validation. And they don't give a fuck about being in debt. Somebody's going to pay it off. Like, the corporations and banks know they essentially have women in their grips forever. I mean, it was an economic situation rather than misogyny. Like, I'm older now. I'm like, it literally was to, like, stop women from bringing the whole country into debt. Like, they really hold they hold trillions of dollars in debt.
Here's the other thing too.
Yeah.
When women put themselves in this deficit of I'm the girl boss, I thug it out, it never allowed men to even have a foot in the door to be the men they need to be.
Yeah. It siphons off men's ability to also gather resources to be above a woman, because now that's seen as demonizing femininity when in fact it was a power.
You mean black weeaboo, how dare you?
How dare you, misogyny?
Actually, I could speak to this on a personal level because I have a hyper fucking lib friend, and she is a sex therapist, and me and another one of my buddies, in fact, my girlfriend also calls her out on this, and we basically tell her that her entire lifestyle is just being an easy piece of meat, and she gets real offended about that, and I'm like, look, you don't understand.
How dare you, how dare you, misogyny?
She must not think you're hot. No offense.
You just said she must not think I'm hot?
If you were hot to her, she wouldn't have that opinion, though. You know that.
Oh yeah.
That's
but
not a diss
like
to you.
even
I'm just saying that's women, though, right?
yeah, and the other thing too is when you're a sex therapist and a woman, your clientele's gonna fucking fap to you. Like,
well,
no
most of her clientele are women in general. They're just kind of, a little fucked up in the head. But
damn it, I probably should have went into that profession then. Fuck.
Well, no, at the end of the day, it's like, no, it's that opinion of me where I'm like, I call her out and she gets real butt mad about it is mostly because how fucking, she got offended that I told her that she's just, the vibe that she gives off is just an easy piece of fuck meat. She's like, don't, I can't believe you called me that. I'm like, dude, you really are. It's like, look, you're not even dating a guy. The guy that you're fucking right now for like the last 2 weeks, you guys only go to your house or your apartment. You let him fucking smash. I hope you're using a fucking condom. He hasn't even ever bought you one fucking meal yet, and you're just over here giving the pussy up for free. I go, yeah. And I've seen pictures of him. He's not that attractive. I go, so you're not doing yourself a service because now you're just devaluing your own pussy.
And she tells her clients the same stuff too.
Well, here's the thing: women once you reach a girl boss mentality, you have to have the control, and that's what sucks is these women feel so enamored to keep that girl boss mentality, but they still bitch about why can't men be? But you surround yourself with those men.
Yeah.
And here's where I don't complain. Right? It's like my significant other is perfect for me because I'm also really bad at being a female neckbeard. I'm also like, I know my worth, but I'm not gonna like delusion myself with grandeur that I deserve better.
Female neckbeard. That's funny.
I mean, I'm just a grimy gamer girl. That's all I can say, honestly.
Yeah, like okay, I know I put it in the what the jumbotron. If I could read that, can I read one of them? Cause it's released to it. That's why I put it up there. Can I read that? What's that?
The sons.
One of the jumbotrons that I put.
So it's
About
either the prostitution.
Yeah, the prostitution is seen as exploiting women. Can I read that?
Oh, I'll read it for you. You want me to read the whole thing?
No, yeah, go ahead, read it.
Prostitution is seen as exploiting women, quote unquote. According to to most women, because a man can exchange sexual favors for a lower price than he would have with a woman who wanted to go out on the expensive dates, be commanded, she being his girlfriend, for more benefits outside of sex, and marriage for long-term benefits for years and decades. Male prostitutes are ignored because male sexuality has mostly very little value on its own. Female sexuality has a higher value, and the price must be kept high. The problem is that with the open hypergamy, women can deem themselves not prostitutes, are not giving sexual access away to some of these men in the same fashion that a prostitute would, but they don't give any courtship or added benefits. Women would rather become a pseudo prostitute to a man because she finds hot on dating apps than be the most average man in this current situation. The prostitutes are actually complaining because the regular women are conflicting with their incomes.
Yep. So essentially, women that quote unquote give it free, like I know I don't mean to put and I know she's not here. I don't mean to, huh?
I actually had a good idea, but you might hate me on this.
Wait, why?
So if you give me your metaphysicals and I do recordings of it, I can make it sound cuter and make dudes actually listen.
Yeah, it's also because your mic is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got my chick watching my stream and she's listening to you talking. She's like, "Man, you sound."
Yeah, if you send me your Discord, because I know you have a Discord about all your metaphysicals. If you just send it to me through Discord, I can do a segment every day and read them out and credit you.
Yeah, I think Dr. Proof is doing it on YouTube or some shit. I lost most of them because of my fucking other account, but I need to start putting them on Discord.
Yeah.
By the way, do you want me to send you the mic I'm using? Like you want me to send you the Amazon link for the mic I'm using?
We probably would have gone shopping and such here.
Take
Right?
$30.
We're just mostly using our phones.
Oh.
I'm on my phone. I'm at home.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm using Bluetooth.
we don't use space on computer. That's nuts. The only time
the
we
only
do
time
that.
I'm home, if I'm home.
Well, not only that, but if we're doing like long night, freaking
Yeah, maybe the weekends or something.
Yeah, weekends. I'd even used it last night while you were still talking.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, you want quality voices. I know I gotta get a better phone. That's why I gotta get better Bluetooth. But Bluetooth inherently will be that worse than
Wait, what price is Bluetooth at right now? I think it's still dirt.
They're not that bad. It just depends. Yeah, it depends on the brand you get.
No, I meant the stock market brand.
It's called AirPods.
It's called AirPods. No.
That's not the only Bluetooth.
Raycons are pretty good too.
I use JBLs.
I heard
I got
BBLs.
JBL.
Man.
J.
Yeah, JBL. Yeah, J is pretty good. JBL's pretty good.
Yeah, if you get a pair of 130 NC, they're fucking great.
Yeah, JBL's a good brand. They've always been around. They've been around. But what I'm saying, I know Fumi not here, and I know because Manuku at the time he was here, and I caught her in the spotlight because she was like, "Oh, I think,
I don't know how y'all can deal with that."
No. We be chilling. I think essentially, women they say, well, all sexual interactions should be between an act of love, but then go around and fuck for free.
Well, Bonnie Blue fucks old men on their
Bonnie Blue got banned off of OnlyFans because of how foul she was.
Well, no, it literally says you cannot do prostitution in the terms and conditions, and OnlyFans are not allowed to do sexual content.
She also fucks younger men too, so don't forget that.
What?
She also fucks young men as well, so don't forget that.
I mean, no, the compassion I had for her is when Jaime mentioned that she fucks old men and they're like on their way to die. That's when I was like, okay, at least she's doing something that I can agree with as a woman.
In the Netherlands, they give you $800 a year, I think, after the age of 60, so you can get laid like 2 or 3 times a year from their legal hookers there. By the way,
You know, Germany got legal
just letting
hookers
Lucy know
too.
that
So,
one.
Australia has legal hookers.
man,
I mean, at the end of the day, guys, it's like throughout history, you have to reduce like the access that men have for sex to keep us thirsty. That keeps the price up. That keeps the economy going. I came to this conclusion. Now, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I understand why the states and the government have to restrict our sexuality. Because men, we want unlimited pussy. Like at the end of the day, like if we could get a new pussy every day, we would do it. And the states know this, so they said, "Fuck it, make them thirsty." I mean, it's harsh, but I understand the economy needs. Imagine if there were no simps. Like, imagine if almost every guy was a player, P-Way, and fuck regular women on a
there
weekly
would be
basis.
so many polygamous relationships.
There would be so much more single mothers, bro.
Yep.
Well,
Stats. That's what I was trying to say earlier. You example with the AI, same as mine.
Yeah, but
basically
those
polygamy
are-
into the relationship.
Wait, no,
It's like
but
basically
AI is
trans
not really a.
relationship.
But AI
just
is
wait
not
until,
really a
dude, just wait until the
person.
robot fuck dolls come into it, and then women will be obsolete.
No, but
No.
polyamory requires like an actual person fucking you.
It would simply just be a
You're
smaller
taking it too
pool of
literal.
men.
I'm saying like the introduction of the third party in a relationship with the AI
Oh.
example is like, the AI is used and they programmed it with the woke shit. So like asking a tranny AI for relationship advice. Right. It's
A tranny AI, that's crazy.
That sounds crazy.
See, you gotta really think about it though, because that's the AI part. It doesn't have to be a person.
Hey, Stack.
You're going, right, you're introducing that into the
Hey,
relationship.
what color's your hair?
Oh man, it's black and blue right now.
Get rid of the
I know, Luffy. I had a moment.
getting triggered.
I know.
Oh my god.
Listen, I had a Ramona Flowers moment, and I wanted to.
You know
dye
what?
my
Keep
hair.
it.
No, now I'm concerned that you should keep it. Oh,
No, keep it. Keep it.
No.
It looks gorgeous. Keep it.
No, now you're being facetious. Stop it.
Oh, hey,
That's not
we don't
who
use
you
big
are.
words here, okay? I barely have a high school education.
Facetious.
She can't even spell that word.
Like who? Like KFC, nigga?
Listen, I play enough Magic the Gathering cards to just know words.
Oh, you're like
and I
a
got
turbo
lucky.
fucking virgin.
W. Shalom. Shalom. Shiv. Shalom.
Are you saying shalom?
Shalom, nigga.
The rich Indian walked in. That's weird.
Shalom. Shalom.
Shalami.
She wants my shalami. Shalomi.
Oh man. You'll never know the joy of keeping $25 in quarters in your foreskin.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, that went
sounds
weird.
crazy.
Bro, it fucking works. Are you kidding me?
25
Homeless guy asked me for money. I have to whip it out and just boop, 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 and he goes, I don't want it. It's like, yeah, that's what I thought. That's how
Ew.
you scare the fuck out of people.
Dude, it's like at 2 p.m., bro.
It's 5 p.m.
What
where I'm
happened,
at.
shit? What happened?
No, this guy putting quarters in his foreskin, and I'm just trying to eat my pizza here in peace, you know?
Oh man. I just want you to imagine that while you slide that pizza into your mouth. Just
Damn, yo, my eyes are.
This
my,
is not
yo,
the
it's so hot.
cafeteria.
Bro, my eyes are sweating. Fuck.
It can't be. Oh, you're like probably high up, like you probably
100
like.
degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just stepped outside because of my signal a little bit. But I'm chilling. Like, I'm under the shade and shit. Ain't not really going on.
Bro, what state
Bro,
are you
I'm
in that is
just-
so
yeah.
fucking hot?
I'm in Jersey, man.
Oh, ooh, ugh. Oh, that smell.
Oh, yeah. It smells good.
Nah.
Smells like hooker.
Ooh.
No, that's
A quality hooker
that's
goes a long way.
Washington.
Washington?
I will say,
No, it's
I was in Washington
Hookers
for
and
3
Black and
weeks.
Miles. Hookers and Newport. Hookers and Newport cigarettes.
To reach that castle.
Ah, always the Newports. Yeah.
Hookers and Black and Miles cigarettes. Cigarellos.
Bro, them Black and Milds hit hard though.
Oh
Damn.
man, how much nicotine them shits got?
Bro, why do you think they got it?
Well, it fucking works. That's why. I remember
Nah, the Zins though, the Zins are where it's at too.
they're delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
I was in
favorite
7-Eleven. This nigga was, it was like, yo, my job's stressful, bro. This nigga bought like a whole pack of Black and Miles. I'm like, you fucking bro. What I was getting, I forgot. I was just getting some cold coffee and shit. I'm like, well, I'm so glad I never got smoking. Like anything, I'm just so glad. Yeah, I'm black, but I'm blessed. I'm black and Jewish.
Don't listen to what
He avoided the streets.
I'm black and Jewish. But I got a joke.
Shalom, nigga.
I got a
Shalom.
joke. Oh, so many jokes.
Man, that's really hard to make a joke on a black and Jew though.
Bullshit. There's like 20 right off the rip.
Oh man.
Are you kidding me?
So wait, Shiv, you ordered pizza 4 hours ago? That was what you were missing?
Yeah.
What shitty pizza place was this?
No, he was the shitty person for not getting it.
Oh.
But apparently, I mean, at least it's not soggy, right?
Like a soggy waffle?
Ew. We're picking up the puppies on Friday the 18th. Yay!
Oh, what type of puppies?
English bullies.
Oh.
They're like 8,500.
God damn, I thought my dogs were expensive.
No, these are like, they're not blue-blooded though, but we're gonna do a puppy meal basically, but we're gonna love them just the same.
I'm not a fan of puppy mills.
I mean, women are puppy mills. You just gotta pick which color.
No, see, I got my dachshunds. My expensive one was fucking $2,200, and the cheap one was $1,700. It's not bad.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, the black one's
For a
an all
dachshund?
all black female miniature. She weighs like, I think she's like 8 or 9 pounds, and she's like slightly overweight at that weight.
Damn. She
Yeah.
a chonky thing.
Well,
But,
it's
you
not her
know.
fault. Well, it's because we got her spayed, so like, you know, their hormones get all fucked when they get spayed, and their metabolism gets all shit up.
Well, me and Shiv are cat people. We got the gray cats, hypergamy.
Oh, my
His name is Bubbles. Mine's just Gordon.
my chick had an orange cat. His name is Todd.
What is it always Todd with the orange cats? I swear.
Because he's a Todd. He's a Todd boy.
Oh my goodness.
And also the dogs like him. Well, my little dog, my black one, is just fucking horrendously obsessed with him. So
Oh man.
it's pretty weird.
Wait, what?
Shivis, did your dick get wet anytime soon after Las Vegas or no? Or is the dick wet party over? I guess it's over.
What?
It's. Wait, can you not hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I'm taking a little pause on the pussy because, one, I drank so hard in Vegas. If I showed you my Instagram DMs right now, the amount of girls from that Lil Wayne party that DM me like, oh, we should hang out again, and I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. So yeah, I need Jesus, and maybe I go get a second cat, and I go buy a ranch somewhere, you know, just live my life in peace.
By the way, I've experienced being a ranch hand, so let me know.
I totally thought you were about to say you're taking a break from sex, and I was about to say there's nothing a little amoxicillin wouldn't fix, but you took it a different way.
That in my duck farm would be cool. Just saying. Look at this Pac-Man frog. He's so ugly and adorable. What the fuck? I can't stand it.
Pac-Man frog.
Yeah, you never seen them? They're fucking insane. They'll like the way they eat is like literally a Pac-Man.
That's disgusting. That's
Shiv, what would be your ideal meal for a woman to cook you on the first date?
Honestly, I'm just down to DoorDash if she can shut the fuck up.
Just sit and look pretty?
Yeah, knit a sweater, you know, do something adorable or cute, you know? But I mean, jokes aside, like maybe like maybe the thing I love the most is sushi. And I feel like sushi's like the hardest thing to get good at.
It's pretty fucked up. Make it simple to where she's not like going, I'm gonna fuck this up horribly.
Bro, women fuck up like grilled cheese sandwiches and
I don't know, bro. My chick
What?
takes
Fuck up a
exception. That
grilled
bitch
cheese
can cook.
sandwich?
No, my chick can cook some mean fucking meals, man. That's why I don't let her cook anymore. I keep putting on weight. It's crazy.
Isn't that a good thing though?
Brother, not at 190 pounds, it's not. I gotta get back down to 170.
Wait, how are you like 5'8"?
Yes. 5'8".
Yeah.
That's
Damn,
not.
on the nose.
Because I'm the same weight as you, but I'm 6'2".
Yeah, you see? Well, the good news is it translates pretty well to my deadlift. The problem is,
I bet.
It makes, it makes everything else like shitty. Like, you ever try, when you have like a bit of a stomach, right? Which my waist isn't too crazy, but 190 it is. It's very hard to fucking appendix carry a piece in your shirt if you got a gut to contend with.
Right. Are you on like TRT or one of those?
No, I do need to talk to my doctor about blood work because I know that after military service, because all your adrenaline and the fucking sleepless nights do tend to fuck up your system. I should talk to her to get a fucking script for that. But like I don't normally, I haven't messed with any of that shit yet. So.
I almost think, are you over the age of 40?
No, dude, fuck no, I'm only 30.
Oh, you're 30. Yeah, I would look at it because like
Dirty crew in his house.
Yeah, but
old.
I think. Yeah, there's always.
We are both old. What the? All three of us are old.
Yeah, I'm old, but like I still, if I shave my mustache, I look like I'm in my 20s again.
I literally look like I'm 20 based on my voice and the freaking fact that I'm 4'9".
Yeah, and I look like I'm fucking.
4'9".
You're 4'9".
Yes, I'm 4'9".
It's okay. So is my chick. It makes
I'm
my.
like a dumbbell girlfriend, basically.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then on top of that, one of the bitches on here, or no, freaking Shiv, the Indian, came in and he made me feel creeped out. He called me, what did he say? Cute child, or he was like my cute child. And I was like, what the fuck? You don't call a 30-year-old woman a cute child?
Hang on. Did you just say that an Indian man creeped you out?
Hey, Shiv is the best Indian. No, he was a drunken Indian. That dude wasted his life.
Other Indian.
Wait, what type of
No,
Indian?
he's like a
Red dot, a
Hindu.
feather on head.
No,
Oh.
Shiv is a Hindu. He's not really. And then this one bitch that came on here, I think Cosmos may have remembered her from yesterday. She's like, oh, I don't understand why as a 6-foot woman, all the dudes that are taller than me, they just fold for a smaller girl. And I'm like, because we know how to be docile, you dumb bitch. Like, you want to be a doctor at 6 foot. Like, what type of man wants to deal with that? You have to be in the know-it-all all the time.
6 foot tall woman, you say?
Shush, you already won the jackpot. You have a blonde fucking woman. Shush.
I can just add more to my resume.
It's hard to like. I will say being a tall woman is like also a struggle because like women, you have to date someone taller. But sex, actually, I'm very curious. Like, what's the shortest? So you're 4'9" or 4'7". So then, what's the tallest you've dated? Like, or the shortest.
As an adult or as a high schooler?
Let's say as an adult.
6'4".
That's the shortest you've dated?
No, the short. We're looking for the shortest.
The short.
Oh my god, a woman. Never listening when asked the proper question.
5. Well, no, I was like, hold on, I was thinking the opposite. 5'8".
Jesus.
I just think that's so fascinating that you won't date like a 5'1" guy.
Well, she's already
What
fucked up.
5'1" guy? Wait, where? What? My boyfriend's 5'11".
Well, the thing is that
He did the red pill thing though. He lied and said he was like 6 foot, which was a good thing. He did good. And then he didn't simp that hard.
No, I know, but I think that's the funniest thing is like if you're a short guy, I find like really short women don't even want the short guys. Like even though that guy's like taller than them.
Yes.
I just think it's such a funny, like it's sad, but it's like kind of funny. You know,
Well,
like
what you do as a short guy, and as a short guy, I've experienced this. You don't go for the short women. You actually go for the giants, right? And then when you're flirting with them,
Yeah.
you let them know that you're actually a tree climber, and she's looking quite Christmassy.
Oh my god! Please.
Listen. I've taken down some fucking trees in my life. All right. Tallest chick I fucked was like 6'1".
Oh yeah. There's a saying: tall girls are lonely. Yes.
Yes. Which is perfect because you give them some mediocre dick, and all of a sudden you're a goddamn champion to them.
yeah.
And because you're short, you're already used to being the good sex giver because you got to go all out for these girls to keep around. Because when you're competing with guys, like when I'm competing with guys with a lot more money, a lot more height, and a lot more muscle, all I got going for me is my skill. Not to jerk myself off here, but I like to think that I can make a woman finish at least once in her lifetime.
Listen, I'll say this to all Hispanic guys. It's only because the Rizmo and the Tismo is really good with Hispanics that white girls are like, oh my god, he's kind of funny. Teehee teehee.
Oh, my favorite is my favorite is when I accidentally end up flirting with black girls doing just the regular job, and I just gotta bullshit around because I'm bored as hell. And then they're like, "Oh my god, are you
hell
single?"
no.
And I'm like, "No." And then they get really sad, and that really makes me happy. I like making women sad.
The fact that I get hit on by 6 to 8 black guys in the last 5 years, just mere existence makes me know that either I got the fattest dumpy for them to like know, like the Asian dumpy.
Or you're just fat.
No, I'm like, I don't know, because some people can't even tell I'm fat because it's like being short, it crunches in like the most awkward of places. But it's just a weird size to be. And then my shortest, oh man, yeah, I think, yeah, that is my shortest as an adult is 5'9", or no, 5'8", my bad. That was definitely my previous. I'm trying to think of what else.
No, that's fine. I just wonder if like, you know what they should do on oh, everyone left.
I'm still here.
I'll go. Well,
It's dinner time, so a lot of
That's
people
true. I gotta start
Well,
cooking dinner here
oh,
shortly.
I forget the East Coast exists. Yeah, I
East Coast, Best Coast.
Nope.
I like New York City to visit. Like I'll spend like 3 months in the summer in New York City. Or
I'm
like,
down south, man. I don't fuck with New York.
Yeah, he's a Floridian.
Yeah, and like I fuck with places in Florida. I was in Miami, like, but
Fuck
I don't know.
Miami,
I just
dude. I
think
lived there for years. I hated it. I was also
The
It's
bored
people-
there.
only East Coast is good for visit, not for living.
Yeah. If I was gonna
you know
live
all they
somewhere,
should do on the dating apps, dude. I think all they need to do on the dating apps is whatever height the girl sets. They should have a rule like she can only filter for up to like 5 inches above her height.
can we have one for the male that's stop.
weird.
Can we filter another one that whatever that there has to be weight limits?
Yeah, well, but here's the reason why mine works. Trust me, I would love for there to be a weight limit. The reason why you can't do that is because no woman will put it, or they'll just delete the app. Like the thing with women that you gotta give it to women. I think the one thing that like frustrates men is that women are a lot smarter at blackmail because the second like all women, if Tinder tomorrow is like, hey, woman, you have to input your weight. Every woman would get off the app like in 6 seconds. Like even the skinny ones, even the hot ones, because they just all bond together in their own group hide thing, because they fucking all hate men.
Sisterhood,
Yeah, they all just hate humanity, so like they're just all gonna fuck off. So like you could just never do it. But dude, I swear if Tinder added a penis size and you had to verify it, that thing would be like all guys would be forced to do it because like
I never lied about my penis size. 3-inch gang over here.
Dude, honestly, 3 inches going 100 miles per hour, it's good shit.
Listen, I carry 9mm. Okay, that motherfucker
go.
breaks the sound limit, or breaks the speed of sound, and just can fucking kill a man. So my tiny penis.
Is the 9mm the girth or the gun you're carrying?
Yes.
He caught on really quick.
No,
Go shoot.
I carry 9mm because there's nothing more disrespectful than getting killed by a fucking 23-cent round.
Hell yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
Dude, I love that Chris Rock joke. Chris Rock made this like great joke of he goes, if they just made bullets like $1,000 a bullet, then there'd be no innocent bystanders. You'd be like, damn, they must have really hated that motherfucker. They put $50,000 in bullets in him. You know,
Yeah.
like. So.
I mean, still though, you can make your own shit at home. You don't need.
No, true.
Like my buddies up in Texas, they said ammo's expensive, so they started reloading. They've saved thousands of dollars a month on ammo. I'm like, guys, how much are you fucking animal shooting? They're like, a lot. I gotta find a save point. This is the only thing I don't like about this game is the fort is like you need a save point. Oh, God, I know, Gigi. I will let you outside in a minute. But no. Stop it. I'm getting wine too bad.
Imagine being controlled by not one but two bitches in your household. That's crazy.
Well, this one's old. She's my girl's old dog. She's like on her deathbed, and she's still fucking whine. She needs like a special fucking series of heart medication to include furosemide because she's got CHF. She actually died last year, and then we brought her back to life. Well,
The fuck?
Old dogs, bro. They have fucking health issues, man. But poor
No,
baby.
I mean like bringing your dog back to life. What is this? Evanescence?
Oh, you never given a dog CPR?
No.
Well, her father has. You know, the worst thing that happened to my dog is she went into anaphylactic shock.
You know what? That's like, I feel like giving a dog CPR is literally a gateway to heaven.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've done enough CPR on humans that I don't, that it's not really that gross. That she's probably the only person I'd raw lip outside of my immediate family that I'd fucking raw lip CPR.
Okay, so I'm cooking the shrimp. I'm gonna boil some shrimp and make pasta. That's what I'm doing. Okay.
Disgusting.
What the fuck you mean?
I'm allergic to shrimp.
Oh, boo-hoo you, nigga.
You're too white to be saying the nigga word.
I am more brown than you, pinto bean.
Have you seen my credit score? I'm pretty sure I'm blacker than you, baby.
Oh, no, I'm blacker than you, bitch.
Incorrect. I've seen your profile. You're quite pale.
That is... I have no white in me. The only white was probably my Ching Chong Bing Bong, like great-great-great-grandmother.
Listen, judging by the type of men that you sleep with, you probably have a lot of white in you. You know what I'm saying?
Don't e-girl shit me.
Ooh woo.
Poor Shiv.
It could be worse.
You two dumbasses talk about.
It could be worse. I could wait for my chick to get home and she can hit you with her Discord moderator voice. She's really good at it, and I hate it.
Disturbing.
Yeah,
That's
she
disturbing.
she does it right before, like, we'll be laying in bed. She's like, kitten, and I'm like, It's like, I want something
Poor
from you,
Shiv.
kitten.
He just wants some dorky girl to just love on him and crochet.
Well, I just want one that's like easy, like like that I can just like sit in my. You know what I want? And this is gonna sound really bad.
Crack.
Josh.
I just want like a woman to be like a furniture item in my apartment. Like she's just kind of there. She's just there. She kind of just does her little thing quietly, and then like every like just like a little chia pet. That'd be nice.
Aww. So let me ask you a question then. If she was like one of those like digital artists and she just sat and just doodles all day, that's fine.
I think she's trying to you're trying to advertise yourself there, Stack?
That's like the dream.